All right. Okay. Okay, I think I got everything in order. I had a very frantic start to the day. Frantic and depressing. But we're okay. We're okay. Cause the mic check is good. The coffee is poured. And we're good to go. What's up, everyone? This is burp, 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 Coffee with Soul. We're gonna hang. We're going to chat. We're going to give stuff away. We're going to do ads. We're gonna pay. We're gonna pay some bills. And then at 10 o'clock, or I'm sorry, let me be specific. At 9:45, there's gonna be a pre-show for the Warcraft Direct. It's gonna have stuff. At 10 o'clock, the thing starts. It's going to go on for what we've been told is 45 minutes. And then we're going to be subjected to music. There's like this whole orchestra that's that's going to be playing stuff. I'm pretty sure it's a pre-recording. And it should be basically like kind of the same performance that we saw that some saw if they went to like that big old 20 anniversary concert in some country very, very far away. But I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's having a good time. There are going to be drops that also start at 10 o'clock. All you got to do is watch any participating WoW streamer. And if you're watching this, then you're good. Watch it for 20 minutes. 20 whole ass minutes. And then you will get for yourself these things here, the Blackrock Saber mount and the Kaldrai War Wolf mount. Unfortunately, for those who are watching this on YouTube, while you will get access to drops, I don't know how that works. I ran out of time before I could figure out how all that works. For the Twitch folk, y'all are familiar with this and how this works. I just can't really say anything about the YouTube side of things because I don't freaking know. Kind of sucks. I know. Sorry about that. But that is going to go on for a whole last month. So if folks ain't got time, they got until like next month to again watch someone for like 20 minutes, and then they're good to go. So you can watch it on Twitch, you can watch it on YouTube, you can even watch it on TikTok. Although I'm not doing anything on TikTok because again, I ran out of time. I couldn't figure things out. Speaking of running out of time, there are things that I screwed up on. I wanted to do a giveaway for the Hate Forged motorcycle thing. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any Mountain Dew anywhere in this area. I think it's because the general demographic here just doesn't drink Mountain Dew, which sucks. If I go back down to San Jose, I can get some, but that's really far away. I'm not gonna find any. So yeah, I was only able to find Mountain Dew that had like other promo codes on it, like some outdoor gear stuff and whatever. Like that shit don't work, which stinks. So I did, out of desperation though, buy bags of chips, which was okay, cool, but at the same time not so cool because and I forgot this, you can only submit 5 codes a day. So when I submitted my 6th code, I was like, oh, I can't do it, and I need 600 points in order to get enough points for the damn motorcycle. So sucks. I'm one thing short. However, a very generous viewer was kind enough to give me a code for the Trolly pet. So it's not like I got nothing. I just got almost nothing. But I really appreciate her generosity, and so I'll do a giveaway for that at some point. In about 20 minutes, I'll do like I said, I gotta pay the bills, and I'm gonna do a quick advertisement for a little thing. Actually, it's not a little thing. It's one of my favorite things. And then we chill, we hang. So yeah, where's my bingo card? I know I saved it. I'm pretty sure I saved it because we were working on that for a good few hours yesterday. Let me make sure I can pull this guy up. And let's review. Let's review where we're at with the possibilities, okay? And why do I not hear Bob? And I'm not hearing... why am I not hearing my stream alerts, dude? Oh no, my music. That's like the best part of this whole thing. Anyway, like I said, I'm kind of flustered. Bunch of little things have been like chipping away at my sanity here. The drops don't start until the direct does. That's correct. They start at 10 a.m. So specified like right up here on the page. Start time November 13th at 10 a.m. Pacific, ends December 11th. So if y'all gotta head off somewhere else, very cool. If you wanna get me on Twitch, it's just twitch.tv/soul so breezy. Same thing every platform, because who would dare take that name? No one. So unique. Okay, so bingo card real quick. Just quick review of what we got. Yeah. Bigger. How do I make it bigger? View. Bigger. No. That's scrolling. That's not bigger. There we go. Bigger. Yes. Okay, so we got WoW and console. We got player housing. We got emotes. Possible new campaign on Warcraft 3 Reforged. A whole ass new game being announced, perhaps. Then there's UI updates, faction changes, allied race announcements, something for PvP. Pandaren Heritage showing up, new spec announcement. Probably not. Classic Plus, the 2025 roadmap, something about character customization or race class combos, a possible Warcraft showroom movie, improvements to Transmog, a new game mode, not a whole ass new game, but a new game mode, new legendary reveal, mount updates to mount systems, probably not. WoW going on Game Pass, a leveling revamp, like follower dungeons or something like that. Warband screen upgrades. This one I'm hoping for and kind of expecting. Brawlers Guild season and a Darkmoon Fair revamped. Those are some big shouts for bingo, is it? So let's hope. Flying Brutosaur, dude, absolutely. I remember when they did the whole thing with mount equipment, I was like, okay, dude. My Brutosaur can walk on water. Cool. How far are we, though, from just having them fly around and do stuff? Because that'd be cool. Just abandon all pretense of immersion here. If I want my basic horse from vanilla days to fly, dude, just do it. Whatever. Why not? Mount equipment was very underused. It was like, it was one part it was underused, but two, it was like super good too. Like the anti-daze one, fantastic for people who are not tanks. The water walking one was great until people could fly, and then that was immediately abandoned. The water walking one, not bad. It wasn't bad, like I said, but once people were able to unlock flying in 8.2, it was just like, it's all done. It's all done. Yeah, this thing's going to start in an hour and 15 minutes, and until then, we're just going to spin our wheels and hang out and chill, and maybe I'll, get onto WoW and do some Transmog stuff, but then, yeah, we'll be watching the stuff right here. Or if you really want to, you can just go over to the direct site. I myself, I'm probably going to limit my chatter, during the direct, unless there's, a huge announcement that I'll be like, oh, my, no. But I'm trying to throw a little water on my expectations, and not expect anything huge and earth shattering and stuff. But if it is, it'll be a nice surprise. Fingers and toes crossed for players housing. You got to do more than that, dude. You got to get some voodoo dolls, set up rituals, a dance, and everything. You got to go all out. Feel free, chat. I'd love to hear what you guys what you guys think might be happening. What are the big announcements coming? What's the big surprise that's going to be coming? Like I said, I'm trying to temper my expectations and not take it too far, because you know how it is. We'll be like, oh, is that it? Because that's more than likely the what we'll come away with. I feel so uninspired and underwhelmed, and some other, the usual parroted prepared to talk. Let me try saying hi really quick to chat. It's been a few minutes now, and there's quite a few people on, so let's see how well I do, and let's see how many names I end up repeating. What's up to Doki? If you're the first person to say hi, appreciate it, dude. And then let's go down the list to Melky Chaos and Drakina and Dragon and V-Fire, to Dean and Ginch and Chris, to Shadowstorm and Neeb, to Zimatak, to Ven Doralia, to Boomer and Alma and Thalia, to Canum, trying to look for non-repeats, to Zimatak, to Zimatak or Zimatak, whatever, to Argama, to Akashachi, to me myself, hey, what's up? What's up to Grumpy and Turpus? Hello to, let's look for new names. What's up to Black Lion Chest? To Bottle Cap, hey. Hi to Jason and Brokefang, to Your PCMD, to Juan, to Vegas Born and Clyde and Brokefang, to Daniel and Narc or Narke? That's a tough one. I'll go with Narc, you know. Also, what's up to Soph, and let's see any other new names. I already said Thalia. What's up to Kaz Kane, to Mesenobi, to Patty Cakes, to Fartimus. Kind of the favorite name so far. No offense, but Fartimus is pretty cool. What's up to Bogus and the Cornell, and to the rest of y'all, the beautiful digital smiling faces who are going to be joining us at some point today. Like I said, I hope everyone's doing well. Look at this beautiful, beautiful transmog. The screen that I was on just earlier, I did not, speaking of, again, things that I just couldn't finish, I wanted to try to, like, get these sound things finished, and I just could not. So the hydrate button, I don't think I have the sound set up here. Let me make sure you guys can at least hear this particular sound. Oh, it should be up. So, yeah, so that's a wow sound. And most of the things I'm going to be getting here are wow sounds. Yeah, I just didn't have time yesterday because I was slacking off. That's really it. I was just kind of slacking off and I just kind of forgot about finishing this part. I'm like, oh, it's not good. Then again, I don't know if I don't know if this is going to be like a full stream, like an all day thing. The plan is to, watch with you folks, react, see if I can pull off like a live recording of reactions and announcements and stuff. But otherwise, I might just do a more scripted like breakdown of like, hey dudes, here's what's happening, here's some screenshots and what have you, here's some cool pictures, and so on and so forth. Thanks, sound alert. Now I have to pee. Let's do it again. Oh yeah. Now I don't know why the sounds weren't playing though. That's not cool. They should be playing. There is nothing that says that the sounds should not be playing correctly. Bummer. Or I'm not hearing it right. You guys didn't hear music when people have been subbing, right? Because I am not hearing it. Anyway, sounds more like a bong hit. Great. The other one, the other sounds were worse. I'll tell you that. So y'all didn't hear a song. Okay, cool. Not cool, but the other sounds that I was going through were like far worse. Because they were like glug glug sounds, and that's like, a bit sexy. Let me actually read through chat. Good luck to me trying to read through chat really quick, because there's a lot of folks that are like saying hi. I didn't really get to read very much, but yeah, again, this is going to start in a little over an hour. We're going to do a little bit of an ad break in a bit. I was watching Taliesin until I noticed she started streaming. Damn, that's some shade, yo. Let me read off folks who had been subscribing to. Thanks to Delaray, 3 months. Grim, 22 months. Yeah. Thanks to Thalia, and to Scarlarth. Hey. Thank you to Horn Wallace. And we're good so far. Yay! And we're stretching. Yeah, I wanted to have a stretch sound and everything, but yeah, I am totally like failing at getting stream sounds and stuff to work correctly. Like, oh my god, what's up with this? Okay, actually, let me see if I can repair this real quick. This shouldn't be so bad. Let me just look at the thing, and like, there's the OBS stuff, and yeah, there should be other things that pop up. Let's change that to this, and yeah, that's odd. There are things, there are sound outputs that just aren't even appearing. Okay, that's an issue. Do we get the drops from YouTube as well, or just Twitch? You get it from both platforms. Are we making bets on what's going to be announced? Bets? I don't know. My voice sounds much better today. It's the voice of being frantic. Frantic. Didn't know you were near San Jose. You're in Los Gatos. Yeah, Bay Area represented. Yeah, there's a few WoW creators that are around here in the Bay Area. I haven't really, we don't do any meetups or anything like that. Because the commute sucks. So there's some talk about Legion Remix coming. Do you think they should bring back the original cosmetic rewards? You're probably talking about Mage Towers. Oh yeah, Mage Tower skins. No. They didn't do it for. They didn't do the challenge mode stuff for the mob remix. So I think, as tradition, they probably won't do it for Mage Tower. So, yeah, I'm thinking no. Okay, so we don't need to watch the direct to get the rewards. We can get it later. Yes, you can get it later. So if you got other stuff to do, other stuff going on, you can just pop onto any other WoW streamer during the month, and you'll be fine. I'm like skimming here. Player housing would be amazing. It feels like a lot. A new game also seems like a lot, unless the untitled survival game was more than smoke. That'd be cool if they were able to like salvage it and turn it into something else. I mean, that's how we got Overwatch, and we can't discount that it was a success. I don't know about now, but let's see. Win a dream date with Jaina or Anduin. Roadmap seems like a strong shot. Pandoran are the last race that doesn't have heritage. Yeah, it just feels like it's a matter of time. It sucks that they've been saved for last, but oh well. Let's see. Is new allied race on the bingo? Yes, it should be. Allied race announced. Yes. Oh, that's unintentional. Oh, that's also unintentional. Okay, let's. Okay, actually, I can do the pull down. 100. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I called you out twice, broke. Nice. Okay, I think I'm almost caught up with chat. Let's see. What happened to the funky dance beat? I know. Let's see. It's what y'all been farming. I've been trying to unlock the goggle mugs. Oh man, I've been trying to. I remember when they first announced it, I was trying to do it, and I ended up giving up. I ended up buying like some recipes, which wasn't so bad, but it's still like, man, that's a lot just to unlock those appearances. Jogrin, first time caller. This is a random question for some of the recent legendaries. Do they not have feats of strength anymore? I thought they'd still do. If you get them, but I haven't been earning them, so I can't really say. If they announce player housing, your reaction would be meme worthy. I don't know how I'd react. Yeah, I think I would be busy like holding in my pee and poop. So yeah. Anyway, let's see. Do you think they might announce a new Warcraft movie? I don't know. So folks who are more on top of like entertainment stuff, like what is ultimately tougher to do, a show or a movie? It sounds like a show is harder to do because it's just a lot more recording that you do, because that's just more, that's more airtime, or that's more runtime. So I don't know which is like more difficult. I knew Soul was from the day when he said hell the other day. Hell yeah, dude. Hey, Taylor Swift says hello to you, so. How about a date with Tracer or Diva? A date? Tracer's too tall. Diva's is probably more my height, but I don't know. I think both are too much like social butterflies to really like. It'd be cool to hang with them. All right, dating not so much. I'm married, so whatever. But I'd be cool to hang. Yeah. Have a couple drinks, chill, talk shit, all good. Maybe they announce a retcon from Shadowlands to remove the 35 anime end. 35 anime end. I'm missing Zealots have feet pics. Oh, good point. That would have been a good one. Yeah, no one mentioned that. You should be on stream more. Are the drops on any Warcraft channel or just the Blizzard Switch? Any Warcraft channel. So if you're watching here, if you're watching the direct stream, that's either are fine. What are the drops? The drops are for... Where'd it go? I lost it. So so concerning WoW, you get these mounts. So the Alliance will get this cat. The Horde will get this puppy. So it depends on your faction. So you technically get one mount, just depends on your faction. For people who play Rumble, there are skins that you can get. Oh, you get one uncommon Sylvanas. Do I have a Sylvanas? I don't think so. And then for Hearthstone, you get some card packs. And player housing. Just kidding. Shows are probably tougher on the cast, movies on the budgets. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I remember Arthur Soul ended up as 35 anime blob during. Oh, that okay. I don't even see that whole Arthas thing as an ending. It was just like, one last, one like spitting on his grave, like whatever. He's already gone, patooey, whatever. Hilarious animation short was pretty good. I hope we get a Netflix show, sort of anthology. Yeah, I'd be cool with like an animated show. That'd be sick. It doesn't necessarily have to be like the high, the super high res animated stuff that we see from their cinematic team. Just a cool show though. I think that'd be sweet. It was literally that scene that annoyed me so much. I didn't play Flight, whatever. Harsh, but hey, whatever, whatever you feel, man. Okay, so how do I make this browser thing work correctly? Sorry, I'm going to like do weird things. So if I like change these things and like do whatever, like, is that going to do weird stuff? Because I just want certain things to pop up and it's not. Why not? Browser thing? Yeah, I'm not gonna mess around with it though. As long as you guys can hear other stuff. So like you guys were able to hear the glug glug sound, so that was fine. But just for some reason, I am not able to get my stream program doohickey to work. Right. Is the rec starting now or in 1 hour? In 1 hour. And this thing still doesn't want to pop up. Oh well, that's how it goes, I guess. Thank you to Cibidek and to Electroglide. Thank you very much for subscribing. Thanks to Senwars and to JD as well. And I'm drinking water. It is. I wonder how direct they will be with the updates. Direct with updates. What do you mean by that, Turpus? And while we're at it, while I wait for that answer. Like I said, I got bills to pay, so. Oh, wait. I need my fancy schmancy bullet points. Okay, so time for me to drop an ad real quick. Starting today and until December 8th, 2024 into the AM over on Twitch. There's a banner link a little bit below. Over on YouTube, there's a link right in the video description. There should be, at least. They're doing a big sale. They're having up to 60% off their entire site. And this is they tell me to read out to do some off script stuff, and this is a true story. Y'all know that I do a lot of shirt wearing, and I tend to wear like WoW related stuff. When I'm not wearing WoW related shirts, I am wearing Into the AM product. Now, partially, full disclosure, partially because they give me this stuff and it's free, but also because it's actually comfortable. I'm wearing one that they sent to me just for this promo, and I think there's like another one that they gave me, and I'll have like another one available to show like sometime later in the week. But I like them because they're comfortable, they fit well. This one happens to be a large, but it's kind of tighter on the collar, which is what I like, because I like having it be I like having the shirts be a little bit roomy, but I don't like them to be like wide on the collar, because then it just feels like pajama shirts and stuff, and that kind of sucks. But yeah, the entire site is going for up to 60% off, and they have some decent designs. I like them mostly for the comfort, but some people are like cool with the style too. So like the kinds of styles that I get are in like this is the one, this is the other shirt that they sent me for the promo. But they have some pretty good discounts, and you can find shirts that are about like $10 a pop, which ain't bad. You know, you see other places that are doing like, oh, they're only like $25 and blah 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 blah, and some of them are on here as well. But then there's just like a fat sale that's going on right now. My big thing with these shirts is the relative comfort, like the material. It's easy to it's soft on the skin, but it also lasts a while. Like a bunch of the shirts that I've been using, I've been wearing them for like years now. And I'm using them like pretty regularly, but these are not, but they don't really wear out. I don't think I've thrown any of them out yet. And I rotate through like a couple. There's also like, they also have like full packs. If you want to get packs of like however many, they have like design styles. They also have like more plain shirts. So you're looking at like, you know, if it's on sale, maybe like $10 to $15 a pop if you want to go for that. And if you're a fan, if you are liking the shirts, they also have like a kind of subscription sort of thing where you throw down $20 a month and they send you like new shirts, new designs that haven't been released yet, and things like that. So it's cool. So if you want to check it out, like I said, there's like banner links. If you go to intotheam.com/soul10, that's also my code. If you want to get some additional discounts on top of the 60% sale that is going on right now. And that's it. Thanks. Okay. So. And one more thing, thanks to them for helping to sponsor today's stream. Burp, burp, burp. And we're back. Okay, turning that off now. Okay, so we are at how do you link for rewards? It's the Warcraft Direct. Daddy, hey, what's up? What benefits you more, watching this on here or Twitch? Neither. Right now, think of your for now, bogeys, think of yourself. You know, I'm gonna benefit whether, you know, no matter what platform you're watching from for this. Just hang out, have a good time. Whatever thing gives you better quality. Yeah. I prefer an ad like you did, Soul. Like you just did. Thank you. Yeah, I just really half-assed it, so I kind of feel bad. And I'm gonna be doing more of these because I'm trying to grow a little bit more. And also, I'm also slowly starting to put together a new computer. My strategy is still kind of like open-ended, but I'm sort of, well, it's almost time. It's been about 4 or so years since this build became a thing, and I work this thing to death. You know, it's a streaming computer. It's also my work. You know, I do all my encoding and my video editing and stuff on it. So I work this thing to shit. And it's starting to show its age a little bit with performance and all that. It's still doing okay. But the plan is to slowly put together like a new rig. So to pay for that, gonna put out some ads and stuff, and that'll help. So expect some selling out on a semi-permanent basis. It's not, but I think these days people accept that. People accept that that's just part of the game now, even though there's like already like Twitch ads and YouTube ads and stuff like that. Sponsors, they just, you know, they're effective, and it's hard to ignore. Of course, you could easily be corrupted by that sort of stuff too. It's like, I don't want to go to a point where I start sacrificing integrity for the sake of me. You know, you're not going to catch me being like, hey guys, here's like a great way to like, you know, do better in the game, buying boosts. No, you're not going to see anything like that. So just don't add for Raid Shadow Legends. I'll be honest, if the bag is big enough, I'll take it. Because ultimately, does it really hurt you? You know? Now, like I said, if I'm not gonna, you know, promote like boosting services and stuff like that. That's beyond the pale. But if there's some, yeah, I have done a few ads for obscure games that are clearly like those sorts of like pay to win kinds of games, but that's how it goes. So, like I tell it, I mean, it is what it is, but I'll hold back where I feel like I'm going to advertise for people I feel comfortable enough with. Forgot about the drop switches where I have that stuff set up. Yeah. For folks who are more familiar with the drops, like I said, I regret not having looked into it more. What was I playing? What game was I playing that just sucked up my time? I tend to get suckered in by survival kind of games. So Vampire Survivors. The one that I was playing was called... Where's my history? Here we go. Soulstone Survivors is what I was playing. Yeah. Last 2 weeks, 20 hours. That's kind of a lot. But I've been playing other stuff too. So. As long as you don't go down the AVGN 200 episode 3-part with 3 ads per part. If I did long shows, if I did longer shows, I would do like 2 inserts without shame, to be honest. Just kind of like a normal news segment thing where I'll do like 2 ads, but whatever. Could play 7 Days to Die with You sometime. I think I have that game. I have no idea what that is though. Let me see. Days. Oh yeah, I do have that, but I've never played it. Yeah, I don't think there's like a. Yeah, I have no logged playtime on this one. Where'd it come from again? I must have gotten it for free from something. So, yeah. Survival crashing with zombies. Oh, that's cool. Now, isn't that like there's a recent game that just came out, right? One of my guildmates was showing me this. Once Human, I think. Isn't that kind of a zombie sort of kind of thing? Maybe? Yeah. I think it was Once Human. Reps are renowned 14 across all factions so far. Nice. Where am I at? I'm still at 21. I did not do anything. God damn it, Soul. I promised myself that I'd work on this, and I would get to like 23 or 24, and then I would make myself some stuff. So like there are things that I want to end up crafting. I think I want to craft a belt. I think a belt is all that I can do actually. Yeah, so I wanted to craft a belt so that way I can have another embellished thing, and then I'll just have this whatever embellishment that, you know, that thing that just does extra damage. Because I can't think of anything else. All the other embellishments kind of blow, unfortunately. And the embellished plate gear, let me take a second glance at this. I remember not being fond of it. So, like Sanctified Steps gives me, oh, it gives me speed. Would I want this? Taking damage has a chance to imbue with whatever, and then it does holy damage at 10 stacks. Okay, actually, let me look this up. Seriously. Is it good? Like, how often does it proc? Is it like 10 seconds? You only build a stack every 10 seconds. 9 procs per minute. Okay. Oh, well, then that basically means a 1 minute thing. I don't know. What kind of stats are on it? Stats are verse literally the things I don't want. Okay, that's why I didn't like it. Verse mastery. What kind of prop paladin uses that? Wimpy stuff. And then there's the bulwark, which is also verse. Yeah, that's the other reason why I didn't want it. And then was there anything that I'm missing? Dagger. Can't use that, so that's a no-go. Yeah, I hope we get something new with like, if they announce 11-1, I doubt we're gonna see it, but I'm hoping that we get like more embellished stuff, something that's going to influence me economically. It's like, ooh, I better set up a bunch of alchemists. I better set up a bunch of like this profession or that profession. Because man, I came out like a bandit when they announced, the Zerolette glow spores and the reagent that came from that to create the upgrade stuff. I mean, I guess history won't repeat itself, most likely, because those already exist, and so we might not have that, which kind of sucks. But I'm holding out for skinning. I'm hoping that there's going to be like a good skinning thing, and if there is, then yeah, I'm going to power level my dudes like super fast. Still waiting for the updated version of Undead Legacy mod for okay. What add-on gives you the numbers on the gear you're wearing? That should be... I forgot. Simple item level. There we go. Simple item level is what lets me see item level stuff on the icons. So it shows up here, shows up on gear. So for me, it's like a cool at-a-glance thing. I think you can customize it a little bit more too. So if you want the color to change to, based on whatever the quality of the gear is, you can do that. I found no value from that. I think the numbers are enough. Dragonflight was very fun, but it's a game where you need to have friends to... I think you're talking about a different game. Wish they announced playable Tuskar. That'd be cool. I wouldn't do anything with it. I'd be like, oh, that's great. I don't have an... What would I name my Tuskar? Soul Tusk? No. Soul Walrus? Nope. Soul Manatee? No, I don't even think that's the same kind of animal. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably why I won't make one. New add-on, got it low. Yeah, I've been trying to poke around for new add-ons too. Haven't really seen anything. Haven't seen anything that really like hooks, unfortunately. Jody, thank you for subbing. Appreciate it. Also, thank you to Face Hunter. Face Hunter. Also, thanks to Higo. Appreciate it, guys. Guys and girls. Soul Blubber, Solrus? Solrus. That one's not bad. Solrus. Yeah, I'll have to... I need to think about it. See, it's funny. When we're, like, the other week, I remember all of us were talking about having a name for my Earthen. I was like, oh, I need a name. And then some folks thought of some good ones, like Solid this, Solid that. Because one of the favorite names that I've made for my characters is for my hunter, whose name's Solid Snake. And then when it came down to it, I was like, wait a minute, Solid. Let me just have that. That should work. And that was not taken. So now I have a almost max level paladin named Solar, who just leveled off of picking up candy, mostly. Wish the mod author of Alcoholic would come back and update it or pass it on to someone who can update it. I think I am looking, I think I am in the market for something new for alts, for alt tracking inventories and things like that. I want to try to move away from Trade Skill Master entirely because I'm just not using it anymore. The only thing I'm using Trade Skill Master for is tracking where my inventory is and to auto mail things to players, to other characters. That's it. Otherwise, I'm just not using it. Why not Soulstone? I think Soulstone was taken. Yeah. Ooh, Warbound Tool Equip. And it is item level 580. Oh, it's that's veteran, right? I think it's veteran. Okay, let me see if I have appearances, sets. Where is my stuff? Somewhere is the tier. Somewhere. Nope. Went way too far. Nope. Oh, because I never completed any of the sets. That's fantastic. Okay, so I don't have gloves, but that means I should just activate these on another character. Gloves. I think it's that one. Hands. Okay. Yeah, so I'll send this to another character so they can get the tier, and then I'll get the appearance, because that's the whole point. Any war within mount would you suggest really trying to work for? I don't know, Jargon. Like, I'm not a big mount person. A war within mount to really go for. I guess the one to really work for would be the Brutosaur. Without a doubt. Because, you know, utility, it does stuff and all that. Salt and pepper. That's good. So let's see, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that one that would fit. Yeah, but what kind of character would that be? Salt and pepper. If there was if they do a dancer class, there you go. Brilliant. Do you think they'll announce a decent looking hunter mod? No. Now, that said, the male set for leveling is really good. So, like, no, not that one. Oh, okay, it's not leveling, but where is that stuff, man? You know, like this style that we've seen? Like, the male one is fucking good. That looks sick, dude. Can I just change this? Yeah, I can change this. So, nope. Yeah, this stuff. I like the look of this stuff, dude. This looks good. That's not it at all. Okay. I don't even know the name of it, man. We'll find it. I swear. Okay, here we go. Yeah, like this stuff. This set looks good. I like this one. And even this color set here too. Sick. But that's just me, you know. I have certain tastes, and my tastes are excellent, but you know, I don't share it with everyone. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna say Gilded Brutosaur, which sucks because you got like less than 2 months to record it. There have been good mail mog and good mixes that can be done just me and a long-time hunter tier joke. No, I'll be honest. Like I have not liked most of the hunter tier, but then again, I'm not even big on tier. Period. No, not even joking. Like most of the paladin tier that I see, I'm just like, whatever. Like, wow. Oh boy, I wasn't even a fan of Judgment Armor. You know, I take great joy in mixing and matching and trying out different stuff, and of course, like sometimes the random shit. But most of the time, I'm not fond of them. Some of them feel, some of them have a certain attachment to, like Liadrin's plate. I have a certain attachment to because I remember just wearing it for so long. Like the armor that we got here before Transmog became a thing, like you were forced to be attached to it because that's what you got. You were stuck with this shit for a while. I was stuck with having this weird assembly of like this plus Liadrin's plate for a while when I was doing ICC stuff. But then as time went by, and I was like, okay, like I like the helmet here. You know, this vibe right here, it has a, you know, I joke, hey, look, I'm dressed as Teldrassil. Yeah, but I only like the helmet. I don't like the rest. You know, this one I like the asymmetrical shoulders, but I don't like the rest. You know, I'll pick and choose things, but otherwise, you'll very seldom see me in a complete outfit because I gotta butcher it. I must. It's like the law. It's like, hey, I like the helmet, but what is up with the shoulders? Very odd. Like the helmet. Kind of like the shoulders. That's it, you know? And then we just go on and on and on. This is one of my favorite sets, actually. This happens to be one of my more favorite sets because it's. I'm a bigger fan of like the more understated look. You know? Yeah, and Purple Judgment's gonna look good, and maybe that's gonna be a thing that's gonna be given away for the anniversary event. Hey, look, we're gonna give away the variants. Just like here you go. I think the Halo gear is nicely done from Mythic. The Fireland set doesn't look very pally. Now I understand your need for asymmetrical gloves. Oh, was it you that was saying someone? No, I think it was a Hostitute who was saying like, no, we don't need something like that. I'm like, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. One of my favorite looks for Transmog is. Hold on, we're doing a roulette. Okay, I'm gonna show off what I'm gonna say, and then I'll do the roulette. How about that? So. Something Venthyr. Nope, not that one. It was it Night Fae? Yes. So this is something that I find cool. This asymmetrical look of, hey, I want one arm to be a big beefy arm, you know, and that'd be cool. I'm able to, but I'm able to pull off this sort of look because like this just happens. Like the shield is being held in such a way that it looks like an extension of the dude's arm. It's as if he's being possessed by something or whatever. But there are lots of different ways you can do this. Like the honorary orc one, kind of the same thing. What I could do, I could take that shoulder off, or I can leave this bare, but then leave this be armored and stuff. And I think that'd be pretty sweet. Or the other way around. So I think that'd be sick. But anyway, time for the real shit. Boom. Oh yeah. See, this is why I collect. 1,006 gold. It went up by a gold? Jesus. What's this one? This is an Old War sword, ICC shield, Vault of the Incarnates thing, and then some vanilla stuff. I forgot where this is from. I know it's more recent. I think it's BFA stuff. I don't remember the feats either. All these basic people running running around in full sets. I know. Like, God. Learn to imagine, guys. Like, well, yeah, so whenever people are like, oh my God, look at that set. They look at the complete set. It looks terrible. I respect that opinion. Absolutely. You know, I'm not going to say they're wrong. But I'm always looking at it like, dude, those shoes look fabulous. You know, they look dope. Oh man, I'm sporting that stuff. I'll throw down. Usually how to get compliment on is her Argus Pally set, one shoulder off, the white hood and a tabard from the trading post. Yeah, like I was during Shadowlands, I was on kind of like this thing. This is when I really started to like feel it with Transmog. Like, I was really obsessed with having the tabard over everything, not having a belt, and then letting the leg plates show up over everything to kind of kind of give this sort of like a casual fighter vibe sort of thing. But then I also had like I also goofed around a lot. Like here's what I called Shadowlands. So this is, you know, again, this kind of asymmetrical look where like the right arm is all Kyrian stuff, the left arm is all Night Fae, the torso and up is Venthyr, and then the waist down is Necrolord. I was like, ooh, cool, I can pull something like this off. So this is where I really started to like get into Transmog and being like, ooh, I can kind of like mix and match stuff. You know, and that's the big fun of it. What's the add-on that compresses the numbers at the right of the name? The numbers of how many items you have out of Raid Finder normal here. I believe that's Better Wardrobe and Transmog. Better Wardrobe and Transmog is I believe the add-on that shows that. Can we get drops on YouTube? Yes. I wish I could tell you exactly how to do it, but I did not look that up. 11 years later and still never managed to get those tusks of Manaroth. Now, as a reminder for those who might have forgotten, you can skip to the very end of Siege of Orgrimmar right away. You walk in, there's like a banner that you talk to, and then boop, you get shot right over. I don't know if you still get disconnected when you do it, but you can skip right over. Saw a Reddit post about the game being deflationary and basically WoD established oligarchs, and the fact Transmog costs 1k is wild. Okay, that's a wild comment. WoD established oligarchs. Oligarchs. That suggests that oligarchs control the game or something. They hella don't. Built off for easy access. Rawr. Remix is how I finally got my shoulders. Yeah, that's an easy way to do it. I would love it if they put the Undead Slaying set in the trading post. Yeah, I wonder what they'll do about, you know, like people have called for the mop remix to have the challenge mode sets to be a thing. It's not. People have called for the Legion Mage Tower stuff to be a thing. It's not. It likely won't. And then where's the Warlords one? Something Fellblade? Shifting Fellblade? Which is like a wild sword. So like here it is, and it's like, okay, it looks like that, but then it gets an erection. So it's like boom, 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 and then do, 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 do. Oh shit. Does it like reset at all? I don't know if it just resets into something else. Does it like retract? Or does it only... Yeah. How does that work? So if I... Here, let me go back and like just transmog that sword. Because I used it, but I haven't really observed how this weapon works. So, boom. So it just pops up like that. So the animation shows up once, and that's it. For real, dude? So if even if I get into combat, okay, so there's that, and then I want to leave combat. Oh, okay, so it does deflate. And now it stays like that. So if I get into combat, does it like Voop? Nope. It just does what it wants. What it wants. It's independent. For real? Fine, we'll just watch that thing. Out of the Paladin Challenge mode set, still the best looking pure Blizz set if you ask me. Quick story on that one. So I paid for it. I bought a carry. Because it was like the last weeks of MOP. And some of my guildmates, they managed to work their way towards getting their challenge mode sets. I tried to like book a time with them. Didn't have time, so I'm like, screw it, I'll just like buy it. Oh, hey, it's Direct again. So I just bought it. I happened to be on both of my accounts. I both of my accounts. I was on my warrior. It was a low level warrior that does the work. They happened to be logged on, and when I finished my carry, I got the achievement on both characters. So I got it on my paladin and a warrior. So I have 2 challenge mode sets for the price of 1. I was like, oh, that's amazing. So when Warlords came along and the Warlords challenge modes were a thing, I did it again because kind of the same circumstances. Like I put it off, I was slacking, I was lazy, and I was like, oh, let's see if this happens again. Let's see if I can get the challenge mode sets for like everything. So I made sure I was on a character that would get more of the unlocks for the weapons, and it worked. I think it worked. I think that's how it works. So yay. So I have like a shitload of the Warlord's weapon transmogs. Be honest, you being scammed? I don't know. I got 2 for the price of 1, so I'm good with that. That and I'm not that good at the game, so I don't feel like I got screwed at all. That and remember, during MOP, I was like I was fairly big on gold making, so like I forgot what I paid. I think it was like 100 grand or something like that. That was nothing. I'm like, I got like 5-6 million. I don't give a shit. And then with Warlords, come on, dude, Garrison Gold with that, I was like, okay, I felt like I was ripping them off. Because I'm like, dude, this is like a week. This is like not even a week's worth of Garrison money. So no big deal. Can you still get the shifting Fellblade? No, unfortunately. Orion, hey, what's up? This was when I had my first big break from WoW. I was running up some mountain slowly to a stop, but when I'm not enjoying this to myself and logged out, was still there halfway up a mist mountain a few years later when I came back a week before Legion. Welcome back. I only got Palijud and I feel like one other, but those are the 2 I use. I agree doing it either way. Gold is fine. I'm the type who's not. I ain't gonna judge. If you buy carries, whatever. If it's for like cosmetics, whatever. If you buy carries for the purpose of player power and you expect to perform well later on, well, you're gonna learn a lesson. But hey, that's your goal to use. So whatever. You just made some dudes richer, and good luck staying in a group. Wish I got those back then when I was dumb, and I was like, nah, it's gonna be around forever. I'll judge the fuck out of you. Well, I'm not gonna care. That's your cathartic feeling, not my problem. I did my Paladin all 3 specs. Tower was so fun as Paladin. I had fun doing it too. When I did the OG Mage Tower. Wait, did I do the other ones? I think I did all the challenges as in Legion as well. Yeah. Doing it as Prot was a lot of fun, for sure. I'm kind of actually amazed they never ended up bringing back challenge mode items. I mean, they've been pretty clear as to how they, what they think about like challenge mode stuff. Like it's very much you need to have been there for it, need to have been there for it, and completed the challenge as it was. Alright, so at some point the thing is going to start. I know on YouTube it already started, but I think Twitch tends to be a little bit faster, so we'll be on Twitch when we watch this together. Do we know how long the Warcraft Direct will be? Supposedly 45 minutes, and then there's going to be the concert, which we might have a listen to, but chances are we're going to kind of shift gears and react and talk about it and stuff. Yay. Let's see. I hated the Mage Tower with a complete passion because when it was current content, I couldn't get past the outer door. Then after several attempts, I put in the when I geared, I'll do it category, but they didn't make it that way. It's the bane of my existence. I thought they did, Dragon, because Mage Tower came out 7.2. Yeah, it came out 7.2 with the Broken Shore Zone, and like, you know, you gotta. If you want to take one, cool, but don't throw away the bag. Because I screwed up. You can only put in 5 codes a day. So I'm one thing short of doing the thing. I know. I was so sad. When I was doing it, I was like, that's right. I forgot about it. It's not you. Stop making that face. My wife was trying to look for like Mountain Dew stuff as well. Thanks. Yeah, she was trying to look for stuff as well. Ugh, it didn't work out. We were so pissed. Anyway. Speaking of a giveaway, let's do something. If you're interested in the Trolly pet, unfortunately, this is a Twitch only giveaway because I can't do giveaways on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so I choose Twitch. Sorry. But I'm going to give one away. Let me double check the code. And then for sanity check, let me make sure that the code actually works. Boo, 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 boo. And it should work. It says I already have access to this product, but you know, good enough. Okay. Just a reminder what this is. So it's for this pet. So I have one to give away. And so big thanks to Patty for being kind enough to send me an extra code. Someone will really appreciate it in just a bit. This is for anyone who's on Twitch, by the way. Got to be on Twitch for it. And I'll want you to put in a key. I'll want you to type in a keyword. Let's see. What's a good one? I can't think of a good one. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I have. If you want this thing right here, so what's gonna happen? I'm gonna give you the keyword, and then you'll have a minute to just type it in. And then after a minute, I'll announce a winner. You need to answer within a minute, otherwise I move on to someone else. So the keyword is. Let me change it. Cool. The key phrase is Horde Rules. Yep, Horde Rules. Says it right here, right where it says Horde Rules. Yeah, see, there we go. So it's adding Horde Rules. That's right. It's pure gaslighting here. Absolute manipulation. No shame. Horde Rules. Damn right. Damn right they rule. See, your alliance loyalty, it shatters, falls apart in the face of a pet Okay, there are a lot of you. You only need to enter once, by the way. Once is fine. Someone clip that cackle of mine. Yeah, Loktar motherfuckers. All right, I'll give it another, like, there's a lot of folks that might be coming in, so I'll give it another, like, 30 seconds or so. Yeah. What flavor of my deal are you going to try? Ew, what? Yeah, don't get all weird. Okay, so I will announce the winner in just a moment. And the winner is Caldane. Say something in chat, and I will give you a code. Who says, sweet? And no favoritism, you know? Y'all see the whole thing. You're seeing the whole process of work. Alright, so... And there we go. Boom. Code inputted. Giveaway done. Congrats to the winner. And now let's stare at our screens and wait for this thing to start. I think the Twitch, I think the YouTube one, like, already, it has been going. Let's take a look at that really quick. So that's this one here. And they got, like, previews going. Can we, like, wait, hold on. I thought we can, like, have the chat going already. Let me back out. I'll go to, oh, okay. So there's, they got every, oh, they have multiple languages and going and everything. Holy shit. Yeah, they're not joking. Okay, so one of these, where's the big one? 59K. Here we go. Whatever. I don't care about chat summary. Okay. Okay, go, player housing. Woo! Okay. Oh, live now. Yeah. All right, so let's make sure we got everything going here. There we go. Hey, where's the pre-show, man? Player housing is pure copium. Damn right. Damn right. So we don't need chat. Wait, why is everything doing a thing for drops? Yeah. Okay, that's weird. The worm is about $8 on eBay. I'll suck on player housing copium until the diabetes takes me. Absolutely. Have they made ENR more solvable now in Argus, or is it still annoying? I don't think it's annoying at all. Uncle Vinny. I actually put out a guide recently to just kind of remind folks, hey, here's how to do the fight. And I give like a whole step-by-step on... Oh, is it loud? I do a whole step-by-step on exactly what to do. Oh, I even have it lower for you guys. Yeah, 25%. Chat, give me a volume check. Is this good? Way too loud still? Wow, really? 25%? That's wild. Okay. Sounds good? Okay. Cool. Yeah, cause that's at that's at 25%, and you guys are listening 10% lower than I am right here. Anyway, cool. Yeah, I thought they were gonna do a pre-show. I guess this is the pre-show. Yeah, baby. I'm finding the other music was a little bit loud. How weird. Hold on, let me do another quick check. Y'all won't hear this. Yeah, well, that's wild. Okay, turning the music back on. The music is definitely louder than me. That I don't mind that. That's okay. If anything, I'll turn this down, but I'm going to turn it back up for when this thing starts. So don't worry about that. Who's going to do the closing act for this BlizzCon? Is it going to Elite Tour in Chief? That'd be wild if they were to do like a little reunion and do a song again, because I think all of them left. All of them are gone now. Morheim, Samwise. I forgot the other dudes' names, but I thought they were all gone. I heard that they got Taylor to close this out. Michelle Stone, hey, thanks for joining us. Show my board somewhere. Yeah. I'll have it. Where's a good spot? There's no good spot. This thing's huge. And if anything, I should have here, I'll just close WoW. I don't need to have this open too. Right in the middle. Just boom, like right here. At least we can hear stuff. Yay! No, that wouldn't be very cool. Yeah, this feels really excessive too. So yeah, I'll just load up something huge like fucking Photoshop just to put X's on stuff. Sure, no problem. Oh, things.
I mean, like, it's cliche, but it's such a dream come true of being able to create the things that brought me so much happiness over the years.
Volume check, let me know. Higher or
Landed
lower?
here in Irvine and went into the Blizzard campus. I literally didn't believe it was happening. I went into my office, and on the door sign against my door, it said Chris Metzen. So I just saw him going into the room one day, and I completely geeked out.
It's so strange coming into work and realizing, oh, I work on this thing now. I get to contribute to the world in whatever way that I can, and then seeing it go live in game, whether that's a couple months afterwards or even up to a year after I finish the task, seeing people react to it it's amazing, honestly.
Oh, do we have captions?
For me, playing with my friends is probably the best part of World of Warcraft. Like, a lot of the memories I have growing up were just things I did with my friends.
I really like the communities in our games, especially in World of Warcraft. I've made a lot of friends.
Ooh, marketing.
Definitely some of my closest friends
So no
are people that I've
captions
met playing World of Warcraft. I've gone to a few different weddings of people that I met playing WoW.
WoW means a lot to me. I met my wife playing World of Warcraft, so
Yeah,
it
I
is
guess.
a game
Ooh.
that means an awful lot to me personally.
I met my wife through the game. She asked if we wanted to play arena together. We talked more than play, so I got to know her a little better. And many years later, we have a family together, and we're still playing WoW.
I would say there's maybe a good 50 to 100 people that I've come across and stayed connected with in my
Sure.
personal life and in professional life, that we really strengthened our bond playing World of Warcraft together.
Okay, the YouTube one is a little bit behind by like 10 seconds, but I think for captions, I think I'd rather have this one. Sorry, up the volume. Alright. Yeah, I didn't think about captions, so no, thanks for pointing it out.
Working on Hearthstone and just in the Warcraft franchise and at Blizzard in general is something I've always dreamed about.
To work on this game that I've played and been a fan of for most of my adult life, it's a dream come true. I think to work on World of Warcraft was something I could have never
it loud
imagined.
again?
My job entails as a
Should be
senior
as low as
test
it's
analyst,
been.
being on the team,
Yeah.
working on Warcraft Rumble. It's an incredible experience. And again, since I love the game anyways, I have the passion for it, right? So I love to just be a part of that whole experience.
I work in localization. I play on
yeah,
the
volume check
Taiwanese
again.
realm,
Let me
so I
know.
see firsthand players all over the world able to enjoy the game in the language that they are used to. It is a great feeling to see that.
Sounds good, cool. Your body's still sucking 380. What am I playing at? 1080 is fine.
Way back in the day, I was 12 years old, and somehow I ended up in a guild with a bunch of guys that were in their late 20s. They really enjoyed outdoor PvP, and even though I was a lower level, I would still join them from time to time, let them use me as bait for alliance players. My favorite memory is actually when I dueled my guild master on his out. I managed to beat him, and then for the first time ever, I unmuted my mic, and with the most high-pitched, squeaky, prepubescent voice, I told him, "How does it feel getting beaten by a 12-year-old?"
We had what we called computer time.
G-kick.
So like our parents would ration how much time we would have for using a computer, where we'd have like 2 hours on, I would have like 2 hours on a Monday, Ryan would have 2 hours on a Tuesday or something. So yeah, we would have to trade off in that sense. Some days we might trade Hours are, yeah, we used to sometimes save some of our allowance money to buy hours from each other to have more computer time.
My first game was Warcraft 3 Reign of Chaos in the Warcraft universe. And then from there, I expanded beyond to the Frozen Throne. I have a lot of memories playing a lot of custom games.
Yep.
You know,
Foot
a
and
lot
Frenzy,
of those tower
baby.
defense games that are super fun.
I was
DBZ tower defense.
one of the main healers in our raid group. And I was home for the summer from college, and my parents had just gotten a puppy. And I was like, oh, my puppy's been really quiet. That's unusual. And I kind of lean over past my laptop, and she had gotten into one of my artist pens, and she just had ink everywhere. And me naturally being like, you know, worried because I thought one of the ink pens was toxic. I was like, oh my God, my puppy's gonna die. Did not explain further than that. Threw the laptop and wiped our entire raid. And that's one of my favorite stories of how my puppy killed 25 people in World of Warcraft.
I loved PvP, and I think I went on a 10-win streak once. I'm not that good, but I love it. And I think I went on a 10-win streak once in the arena, and I didn't even think about it. It just happened, and it was pretty awesome.
I still remember the first time I went to BlizzCon. It was the 2017 BlizzCon. I was really excited. First time getting to see all of these big announcements for all these different games live.
5 frames. I have a feeling that the WoW stuff will come last. Guaranteed. We'll get probably the mobile stuff first.
I've
Rumble,
been
Hearthstone
mired
first,
in Azeroth
then Warcraft
since
2,
the
3.
RTS days, and I haven't left since.
I've been
So
playing World of
strap in,
Warcraft for about
buddies.
15 years now. Which is pretty wild to think about.
I have been playing the same character, a human frost mage, for all 15 years.
Yeah, I've been playing World of Warcraft for 20 years. Actually started like early alpha and beta.
I've been playing World of Warcraft, I guess, 21 years. I started playing when I was 5 years old. A lot of our systems and our code is, 20 plus years old. I've found files that were written before I was born.
I lived in San Diego at the time, and I heard that there was a midnight signing, and I got signatures from everybody who was there who worked on the game previously. And it's so good connecting with people who actually signed it for me. And, we get to share in like this experience of, like I was such a passionate fan, and, you signed this, and now I get to work with you as a professional.
Whether you want to just chill out and be solo and enjoy the world, or you want to like get in deep with your guildmates and like raid as hard as you can, there's a little something for everyone, and there's space for everyone to have a really satisfying experience, no matter your play style.
The future of Hearthstone's looking very bright. There's always cool new cards coming out. We've got plenty of ways for both new and returning players to get into the game.
There is magic here, and I think that magic will continue for the next 30, 40, 50 years, and I'm excited for what's to come.
Dude, I can't play WoW for another 50 years. All right, let's do this. Strap in, buddies.
Warcraft has always been my peace and my outlet.
I have such a deep love for everything inside Azeroth.
I thought I'm gonna move on eventually as if it was just any other game. And it wasn't. That was me! That was me for a second. Oh shit.
I was a very introverted person. I was lonely. And then I accidentally stumbled upon World of Warcraft. I even ended up in a guild, and in the guild I even made some friends.
and we always come together to enjoy the moments that we create in the game, whether they're fun, competitive, or silly.
You sent me a whispering game going, my water just broke. And I said, oh my goodness, I guess we better go to hospital. And you said, nah, let's kill this dragon.
And we did.
Hearthstone changed my life.
I cannot picture my life without WoW.
Oh my god!
Thank you, Warcraft, for giving everything that you gave us so far. Here's to like 100 years more.
When I say World of Warcraft saved my life, I really mean it.
That's kind of cool. Hey, I made it in there. Sweet. Did I know it was coming? Kind of, yes.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Warcraft 30th Anniversary Direct. I'm Holly Longdale, the executive producer for World of Warcraft. Alongside Hearthstone, Warcraft Rumble, and the Warcraft real-time strategy games, we are all honored to be here to celebrate some big milestones with you and talk about the future. Many of us began our Warcraft adventures as players before we became developers at Blizzard. No matter which game we work on, we all share a deep love for the Warcraft universe. Today, each of the Warcraft development teams will be sharing what's coming up. Some of it next year, some just a few weeks from now, and some will even be available today. So whether you've been traversing the plains of Azeroth with a view from above, or chilling in the Hearthstone Tavern, sorting out your minis for your Rumble machine, or pursuing Xalatath in Khazalgar, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. Now, what better place to begin than with the games that started it all? Here's Brad Chan from the Warcraft RTS team.
It's kind of funny how life ends up. I actually never thought about ever being a developer. When I was younger, I just wanted to play video games. Back in 2007, I was at a regional qualifier playing a game called Warcraft 3. After I qualified for the tournament, someone came up to me, gave me his card, and was like, hey, we're looking for experienced RTS players to join our design team. Naturally, I said I wasn't interested. I was gonna go to the Nationals, win that, go to the Worlds, win that, easy. Well, it was a good thing I kept that guy's card, because 16 years later, here I am, working on a game that remains so important to me and so many players around the world.
Bitch was like, nah.
Throughout my career, I've stuck to a few guiding principles. When something is broken, you fix it. When something is wrong, you make it right. And if things aren't good enough, you make them better. So without further ado, I'm here to announce patch 2.0 for Warcraft 3 Reforged. Available now, this patch overhauls the environments and lighting and revamps the user interface. In addition, we are up-resing all classic Warcraft 3 assets to HD. You can now customize the type of assets you want to play with and even mix and match if you like. We have also included a bunch of quality of life changes, such as in-game hotkey customization, a revamped ladder, and much, much more. We hope you enjoy this update, which will be available to everyone who owns Reforged. Now, I'm not just here to talk about Warcraft 3. We're also here celebrating 30 years of Warcraft. So not only will Reforged be receiving an update today, but we are also releasing fully remastered versions of Warcraft 2 and 1. So you can experience the story from the very beginning.
And 1.
These remasters have brand new hand-drawn visuals that capture the original art style from each game. And you'll be able to swap between the original graphics and the remastered versions in real time. For Warcraft 1, we added modern controls such as right-click move, bandbox select, and a faster game speed. Both games have also received various UI and UX improvements such as tooltips and health bars, mission select screen, and an increased unit selection.
Sweet.
Warcraft 2 will
12
still have
dudes
multiplayer
instead of 9.
functionality, and all legacy custom maps will still be fully compatible and playable. We are also bringing back the Warcraft Battle Chess, which will include Warcraft 1, 2, and 3. So here's to 30 years of Warcraft, and I can't think of a better way than reliving the story from the very beginning.
I wonder if there's going to be like a collector's edition.
Did I mention this is all available right now?
The tides of darkness have come again. What are you doing, my son? Succeeding you, Father. In truth, it was I who was betrayed. You must lead your people to their destiny. We're being attacked!
Is it going to be last up? I imagine it's going to be towards the end. That's how they usually do it.
Now, we are one.
God, the way the Warcraft 2 stuff looks, it makes it look like a mobile game almost, but I guess that's kind of like what you get. That's kind of like the style these days.
Job's done.
It's pretty amazing to think that Hearthstone turns 10 this year. It's been such an incredible decade. Together, we've made the tavern a place for sharing joy, excitement, and some very tall tales indeed. We've made friends with Murlocs, battled old gods, and now we're traveling through space. But for me, the most incredible thing of all is that I get to work on my favorite game with such an amazing team. Ever since Hearthstone came out, we've been with you on that road to legend. I remember on my first climb to legend, I had played something like 500 games in 1 month. And as the clock ticked to midnight, I was 2 wins away and didn't make it. But I played another 500 games the following month and made it. Shout out to Darkshire Councilman. But those 1,000 games pale in comparison to the more than 160 billion games that we've all played over the last decade.
It would have been cool if there was a
and that's not counting
campaign.
Battlegrounds.
That would have been sick.
Can you believe that it's been 5 years since the mode launched at BlizzCon? That's 5 years of building Death Rattle Beast comps, magnetizing mechs, completing quests, and collecting trinkets. It's been awesome to watch Battlegrounds grow from what was pitched as the biggest tavern brawl ever into what it is today. We are so thankful to our community for being with us over this incredible decade, and we're looking forward to the next 10 years in the tavern together. The future is packed with even more places to explore and adventures to share. More expansions, more mini sets, and more surprises. Now, let's take a look at what's just around the corner.
One of the amazing things of working at Blizzard is getting to watch other teams pushing the boundaries on their own games. I think we're all genuinely fans of what our coworkers are up to, and it's really special when we find moments to collaborate. What's up, everybody? I hope you're enjoying your adventures among the stars in the Great Dark Beyond. We loved working on this expansion and wanted to take our next mini set further into the cosmos than ever before. Prepare to travel beyond Azeroth, beyond Warcraft, and into Heroes of StarCraft. I'm super excited for this mini set. It's the first time we've ever explored another universe this deeply in Hearthstone. A ton of people on the team have so much love for StarCraft. So being able to bring it into the Hearthstone Tavern has been incredible. Some might say, it's about time. Obviously, we knew we had to go big. The Zerg, Terran, and Protoss factions are represented on cards via a faction banner. Not only do the cards in each faction work well with one another, They're also usable across multiple classes. Each of the factions also has a hero card featuring one of the most iconic faces from StarCraft. The Zerg are led by the Queen of Blades herself, Sarah Kerrigan. She gives Death Knights, Hunters, Warlocks, and Demon Hunters access to an aggro playstyle with near endless swarms of Zerg cards. After all, what would a StarCraft mini set even be without its own version of a Zerg rush? For the Protoss, we have the legendary Artanis, seeking to unify his people. He grants his powers to druids, mages, priests, and rogues. He focuses on powerful, high mana cost units, and uses the psionic powers of the Protoss to make those cards cheaper. And finally, who else could we have to lead the Terran besides the iconic Jim Raynor? Thanks to him, warriors, paladins, and shamans will get a hold of the new starship keyword from the main set. But these aren't your average starships. They're battle cruisers. When we first started working on this mini set, we went to the team and asked, what does this need to have in order to truly feel like StarCraft? We've made sure to represent as many units from StarCraft as possible. There's even one character from Warcraft that snuck their way into the set. Grunty, the Terran armored Murloc. On top of everything else, Heroes of StarCraft has more cards than any mini set we've done before. There's so much to explore here. So many strategies, so many interactions, and so much StarCraft nostalgia. And we might have some special music as well, just for the occasion. Heroes of StarCraft is coming in January 2025. But there's even more coming up for Hearthstone. We're making some big changes to Arena.
As Leo mentioned, Arena is getting a major glow up. But first, let's talk about what makes Arena special. Arena is Hearthstone's premium draft mode, where you build your own deck from scratch at the start of every run. It's all about you flexing your deck building skills and card knowledge to defeat your opponents. And believe it or not, Arena has stayed mostly the same for 10 years. So we thought it was finally time for a little bit of an update. From now on, there will be 2 kinds of Arena to choose from. Normal Arena has a shorter format that lets you complete your runs more quickly, but still gives you that awesome competitive Arena experience. And after you've established yourself in the normal Arena, you'll be able to descend into the dark, dank cellar of the tavern, where challengers are engaging in high-stakes card play in our Underground Arena. Underground has a distinctive basement aesthetic, longer runs, and a new feature we call Redraft on Loss. This means that when you lose, you'll have the option to redraft cards and edit your deck, refining it to up your chances of winning as you take on more hardened challengers. We heard you also want a way to show off that you're an Arena champion. We got you. Arena ratings will be available for both the normal and underground modes. Ranking for the 2 are separate, with the usual skill-based matchmaking in normal Arena. But in Underground Arena, you'll be throwing caution to the wind and facing off against opponents of all skill levels. Whether you're an Arena veteran or maybe you just haven't clicked that Arena button in a while, we hope these changes offer you another exciting way you can enjoy your time in the tavern with us. And I'm happy to tell you all of this will be coming in the first half of next year. Now, here's Tyler to share even more of what's in store for Hearthstone.
Hey everyone. As you can see, we've got a lot of really exciting things planned for the next few updates. But what kind of game director would I be if I didn't spill even more beans about what's coming next? It's going to be the year of the Raptor, and you'll be going on some awesome adventures in some of your favorite Azeroth locations. Next year, we kick things off with one of our most requested settings as we journey into the Emerald Dream. Here, you'll find yourself in the middle of a legendary face-off between the Druids of the Emerald Dream and the forces of the Old Gods. They'll be fighting a high-stakes battle over the fate of the World Tree in our first expansion of the year. And things are going to heat up even more when the Druids of the Flame light up the mini-set. Our second expansion is also Hearthstone's first ever sequel, as we go back to Ungoro Crater. Join Elise on the hunt for a mythical lost Tortolan city. Spoiler alert, keep an eye on that volcano. After uncovering the secrets of the lost city, take part in a grand celebration in the 33.4 mini-set. The party-loving Tortolans are hosting a festival in honor of the mighty dinosaurs of the crater, and we'd hate for you to miss out on all that fun. Closing out the year is our third expansion, where you'll travel with Chromie through alternate realities to recruit legendary
God,
Warcraft heroes
34.0.
like you've never seen them before. This all leads to an epic showdown against Murozond at the end of time, and you won't believe what happens next. You've seen just how much we've got in store for you over the next year. Heroes of StarCraft, revamped arena, and 3 awesome expansions. We're incredibly excited, and we hope you're incredibly excited.
Just like, wow, they announced
Thank
3
you so much for
expansions.
being part of this
Woo!
incredible journey. 10 years in, and our adventures in the tavern together are only just beginning.
Even if it's not as dominating as it was before, 10 years is... That's something
Blizzard
to
has
nod
this
at.
awesome tradition of sharing the journey that each team took to bring their games to life. I think this museum is a beautiful way to relive the memories of development and share that passion with the rest of Blizzard. What's up, everyone? It's been about a year since I stood on the main stage of BlizzCon and we launched Warcraft
See, I told you
Rumble
we'd get
together with all
the
of
mobile
you.
stuff first.
And what a year it's been. All of us on the team have had so much fun watching you dig into our game and explore the hero collection, the army building, the nail-biting finishes. You've beaten over 900 million bosses. And on the matter of Alliance versus Horde, you picked Team Jaina almost 10% more. But maybe, most importantly, you've summoned over 1 billion angry chickens. That's 2 billion chicken wings.
Cut.
In just a
Going back
second,
one.
we're...
Jeremy, we're trying to shoot Rumble here.
Oh, Rumble? Oh, I know a little bit about that. Scoot the camera out? Cool. Awesome. When we started working on Warcraft Rumble, we wanted to make something that harkened back to our strategy roots. Like the first time I booted up Warcraft 2 on my dad's Power Mac 7100 66 AV. I'm stoked to play those new remasters. But we also wanted to do something in our universe that we'd never done before. So we started imagining that maybe somewhere in the Hearthstone Tavern, there was a mysterious arcade machine that printed miniature versions of the heroes and villains of Azeroth and zapped them to life for you to collect and command. In those kind of early days when we were establishing the art style of Warcraft Rumble, we wanted a sense of tactility. We wanted to be able to pick up and touch the art that we were creating inside of the computer. So some of us went and printed minis and painted them up like this. And that's kind of really where all this came from. All of these minis were painted by our team. And, well, if I'm a little bit biased, but this little guy's my favorite.
What does that say underneath?
Oh, under here? Yeah. Oh, it says Jeremy. But we've done more than paint minis since our game launched. We've added new dungeons and at least 1 new mini every single season. We've got the Dark Moon Fair, new zones, and a whole new family for you to experience in the game. We added our first raid, Molten Core, and laid siege to Stormwind. In our latest season, we even bust down the doors of Ironforge.
I should try checking this out again. Because it is fun.
We ain't stopping there, are we, Vic?
Yeah,
But I'm
let's
definitely
talk a little bit about what's
when it
coming
comes
up.
to this.
Starting right now, if you hop into Rumble, we're running our first anniversary event with some truly excellent loot.
Wait, it's been a year? Damn.
We're celebrating 1 year of Warcraft Rumble, so if you jump in after the stream, you'll be able to snag some super cool rewards, like the very valuable looking gold kobold, which we affectionately call the Kogold.
Oh, okay.
Okay, have you scanned this thing yet?
I
Great.
thought it was Goldbald.
We've also been working on
Kobold.
something really exciting for later in the season. There are some characters in Warcraft that don't fit so cleanly into just one of our families. So we're adding split leaders. These leaders belong to 2 families at the same time, which really expands the possibilities of how you build out your armies. And we're not just
Make
adding
Consecrate
one
in?
split
That'd be
leader,
sick.
we're starting with 3. Up first, fighting for the Alliance and Cenarian families, is Malfurion Stormrage. And representing the Horde and Blackrock families, we got Chieftain and former War Chief Orgrim Doomhammer. And finally, leading Undead and Beasts is Anu Barak. But before any of these 3 new leaders join the fight, we're going to be reworking one that we released this time last year. Sylvanas Windrunner is finally taking her rightful place among both the Horde and Undead. We've got an awesome season ahead of us and can't wait for you to check it out.
Yeah, I would like to
We'll be
buy
right
the
there
minis
with
too.
you. To our
That'd be
amazing
cool.
fans, thank you for an incredible first year of Warcraft Rumble and for
The
your
link was bad.
unwavering support. Your passion
Sucky.
fuels our creativity and truly drives us forward. But there was one more thing we wanted to talk about. Jeremy? Right? There was one more thing we wanted to talk about, right?
Nope. That's all I had. See you later.
Cool. It's WoW. Show me something. Ah, nice. Okay, maybe I will play a little bit more. Nice. Wait. Battle between kings? Wait. Wait. Was it in WoW? No. No, because it was on the battle. It was on the battle. No.
We are so excited that you're here to celebrate 20 years of World of Warcraft with us.
Let's go.
When the game first
time.
came out in 2004, I remember Facebook had just launched. I'd been in the game industry for a handful of years when I picked up WoW, and I was in awe. Even when I was running about and exploring on my Night Elf Hunter, I made friends who would group with me and tackle just about anything, including helping me save 40 gold for my first mount. I loved it. I still do, just like many of you. And as most of you know, the game saw absolutely explosive growth in the early years and brought multiplayer gaming to the mainstream. That in turn created countless friendships, camaraderie, and escape for people every day. It still does 20 years later. We dug into our history and discovered that across 2 decades, together, we've accumulated 1 billion days of time played in Azeroth. So many of you have joined us over the years. Some of you have met partners in the world and gotten married. Some of you have even named your kids and pets after characters and locations in the game. Veterans from all over the world.
Kids.
Those who are hearing or visually impaired or have physical challenges. We've welcomed seniors, even whole families playing together with their kids, and so many more who call our world home. No matter who you are, when you come to Azeroth, you can live how you want and be who you want to be. It's a gift for so many, and certainly to us. We feel it every day. One of those special stories is live now on Netflix in a documentary called The Remarkable Life of Evelyn.
I still haven't watched that.
Mott Steen, who played a character named Evelyn, lived a life in Azeroth that he couldn't in the real world. He suffered from Duchenne muscular dystrophy for most of his life and fought it courageously alongside his incredible family, who I'm proud to have met and fallen in love with. Because of Mott's and his role-play guild called Starlight, his family discovered the power of online game communities and advocate for gaming around the world as a source of joy and companionship. Sadly, Mott's was taken from this world and Azeroth far too soon. Because of Mott's and stories like his, we were inspired to create a charity pet program for Classic and our modern game to support Cure Duchenne, a nonprofit organization dedicated to improving and extending the lives of those affected by Duchenne muscular dystrophy. We want to thank you in advance for giving to this cause that offers support to people just like Mott's. This little cutie is Revan, and he's available until January 6th. He was inspired by the detective agency Mott's created for his busy role-play life in Azeroth. Right now, we have our 20th anniversary celebration running in-game. We've got modernized Tier 2 armor sets, classic time walking, new world bosses, trading post items, rewards, and more with all that nostalgic flavor. In the War Within expansion that we released a few months ago, we've taken the leap into the first chapter of the World Soul Saga. More coming on that. And of course, Classic is always cooking. But this moment is about you. You're the thundering heart of World of Warcraft and always have been. Stay tuned as we share what we are serving up for you. And thanks for making Azeroth a place you call home.
Hey everyone! Clay and I are so excited to be here today during this anniversary celebration to talk about what's coming up for WoW Classic.
I can't believe that after 20 years, my Orc Warrior is still finding new adventures in Azeroth.
Like
Shout out to all my buds in Tichondrius.
in
It was
Classic.
like just yesterday, I was on my Night Elf Druid, ganking some buddies on the Teneris realm at the Crossroads. Sorry about that.
Being on the Classic team and getting to help contribute to this incomparable legacy, which has breathed new life into the original Classic experiences, I'm not sure anything compares to it. I love how vocal and passionate our player base is, not only about what parts of WoW's history they want to see come back, but also their passion for things we try and have experimented with.
Speaking of us taking some pretty big swings, in Season of Discovery, we've loved watching you use your new class abilities, take on our all-new level-up raids, find secrets, and team up to defeat Ragnaros and Nefarian. We're looking forward to the AQ war effort unlocking very, very soon here, which will lead right into the launch of the Encourage raid. This will bring new changes and surprises that we can't wait to bring to you. Fun new mechanics, difficulty changes, new
I thought it came
rewards.
out.
You know us well enough by now
Not
to know
yet.
exactly how we'll mix it up as you wager your sanity for ancient Kiraji riches.
Beyond that, for Season of Discovery, we have one more phase to come. We previously announced we will progress through all the phases of the original Classic era. So get ready not only for Naxxramas, but new instance content featuring the Scarlet Crusade, as well as adventures in Deadwind Pass.
Cool.
Now to Cataclysm Classic, where we recently launched the legendary Firelands. You've undertaken difficult challenges, besting Ragnaros and his feet, and are hopefully a few steps closer to getting your very own Dragonwrath staff. We're looking forward to bringing you the final phase of Cataclysm Classic when our Hour of Twilight patch and Dragon Soul raid launch early next year. I know you Classic players out there must be curious where we're going next. But let's be honest, you know where we're going next.
Player house. Oh, of course, yeah. Oh, this is a cool render. Looks like a hurricane. You can usually tell like whether it's IK edit or hurricane. This looks like a hurricane. Really, the ships were going side by side like that the whole time?
The Classic team is proud to announce that Mists of Pandaria Classic is coming, and we can't wait to bring it to you next summer. With its legendary class design and incredible raids and dungeons, set amongst a gorgeous environment and backed by an unforgettable soundtrack, we'll be traveling back to experience all that Pandaria has to offer together.
It's such a weird era for tanking, though. Weird, interesting.
Mists of Pandaria Classic is super exciting for
Cool,
all
odd.
of us, as well as Season of Discovery, and we love that we'll continue to be on that journey with you. But we know we spend some time on the internet, and we've heard some of you out there. You want something fresh.
Which is why we are so pleased to announce that we are bringing you the Classic experience. All new Fresh Realms with the WoW Classic 20th Anniversary Edition. And it's happening soon.
How soon, Clay?
Actually soon. These realms will be going live next week on November 21st, but you won't have to rush to level 60. Classic is all about the journey after all. As we've made a change, and our first raid, Molten Core, won't unlock for a few weeks after launch.
We'll be launching realms of all flavors, PvP, normal PvE, and, for the very first time, Hardcore, which will progress through the phases in lockstep with the other two. This means a fresh start for everyone at the same time, together, on a level playing field with fresh economies on very large realms.
If you missed out on jumping into WoW Classic's initial launch in 2019, this is the perfect time to join our community. These servers will also launch with some of the quality of life features that came later on, like the Chrono Boon Displacer to save your world buffs, and the improved PvP honor ranking system. And yes, we're also pleased to announce that these realms will progress to the Burning Crusade Classic.
We're doing it again.
Launching these servers close to the exact date World of Warcraft came out 20 years ago, alongside all the work we're doing for Season of Discovery, Cataclysm Classic, and Mists of Pandaria Classic, means so much to us. We love this game, and we love the community that has made Classic Realms their home alongside their friends.
From all of us on the Classic team, thank you. This amazing journey is one that's been co-written by you, our incredible community.
Let's go.
Hi everyone. We're in the middle of such an incredible moment for World of Warcraft.
Who's that?
The World Soul Saga kicked off in August with the launch of The War Within, and we have been so excited to dive into the expansion alongside all of you. Whether you enjoy raiding, dungeons, delves, PvP, collecting appearances, pets and mounts, role-playing, or exploring the open world, we hope you found a part of Azeroth that brings you joy. It's humbling to be standing here on the eve of WoW's 20th anniversary. Looking back, 20 years ago, I was fresh out of school, and I had just seen enough of the beta to know that I needed to play this game, and then immediately stopped to avoid spoiling the experience for myself. I'd booked a couple days off work for launch, and was looking forward to really diving into Azeroth. But little did I know that my server would be offline for the first few days due to overwhelming demand. Shout out to Mal'Ganis. But even less could I imagine how this game would in so many ways define the rest of the course of my adult life. So, let's talk about what's coming up for World of Warcraft, starting with what's on the horizon. We have 1107 Siren Isle, which is currently up on our public test realms. This update will go live next month, and it has something for everyone. On the narrative front, this update includes epilogue questlines for Dalaran and the Kirin Tor. No spoilers, but this storyline features the mysterious Haranir, who also played a starring role in our expansion release cinematic. We'll also get into the prologue for where we're going next, but more on that in a minute. 1107 also, of course, brings its namesake, the Siren Isle, a new outdoor environment to explore, full of mysteries to uncover, and rewards to help catch up your alts and prepare for the next War Within season ahead. Plunderstorm is returning, this time with a plunder store to give you more flexibility in earning your rewards instead of that linear renown track. Also making a return will be the latest iteration of our Turbulent Timeways event and a Winter Veil revamp. We can't wait for you all to experience this update next month. As an additional treat, for those of you invested in the story of the War Within, we will be releasing a novella that explains exactly what happened to Jaina and Thrall after they left us. This novella is narrated by none other than Chris Metzen, and available today.
Ooh, time to read, baby.
So, I know many of you have already seen 1107, but you have to be wondering where the War Within is going to take us after that. Okay, so following Xal'atath's trail is going to lead us to a location that I've been personally excited about since we first settled on the idea of an underground expansion. Undermine, the capital of the Goblins' trade empire. Fittingly, our name for the 11.1 patch is Undermined with a D. Now, this is a city unlike any city we've seen before in World of Warcraft, standing as a testament to the intelligence and creativity of the goblins as masters of technology and alchemy. And as our adventures continue, we will learn more about goblin culture than ever before. What's important to them, what problems they're trying to solve, what they're capable of as a society. Everything that makes them truly unique, beyond the humor and the explosions.
Though, just to be clear, there's going to be a whole lot of explosions. You'll arrive at an Undermine that's plunged into conflict between the 4 major goblin cartels: Steamweedle, Blackwater, Bilgewater, and of course, the Venture Company.
Ooh, Venture Co.
You will align yourself with a group of your choice and run into notorious goblins like Monty Gazlow, Renzik the Shiv, Baron Revelgaz, Marin Noggenfogger, and more. Now, if you're going to be in cahoots with a goblin cartel, you can't be seen rolling around in anything less than a truly blinged out ride. So early on, you'll earn a vehicle designed just for Undermine to push the boundaries of
Just for
locomotion
Undermine?
within World of Warcraft.
We're gonna
Undermine
get
was
racing.
built for speed,
Oh,
with
shit.
roads designed for driving, which is just as well, because this car travels much, much faster than your regular ground mounts. You can also further adjust your car's driving characteristics. Do you prefer grip, or do you want to drift more? Do you want more acceleration, even if it's going to come at the expense of your top speed? That's up to you. You can try it all and rule the streets of Undermine, living your life 440 yards at a time. We'll also be adding a new dungeon in Undermined, Operation Floodgate,
With
which is a
cars.
race to stop a group of goblins from blowing a dam that would bring ruin to the Ringing Deeps. This dungeon will also be immediately available as part of our new Season 2 dungeon pool on Heroic, Mythic, and Mythic Plus difficulties, alongside the 4 other launch dungeons and 3 returning legacy dungeons. Now, we'll have many more details in the weeks ahead, but I can tell you that one of those legacy dungeons, naturally, in light of our goblin theme here, is the Motherlode from Battle for Azeroth.
Figure that, yeah.
Continuing to build upon one of our favorite parts of the War Within, this new zone brings with it 2 new delves for you to explore, and we're creating new variations on the existing delves. We're also introducing seasonal updates to Bran Bronzebeard, a new adversary to follow Zek Veer, and a new set of goblin-inspired curios for Bran. Of course,
so
a
still
new
Bran?
season also means a new raid zone. We have an 8-boss raid called the Liberation of Undermine coming your way, which takes you through the streets of the city and into the magnificent Galagio, brimming with color and
Galagio.
extravagance that also hides the dark secrets of its owner, the one and only Gallywix. And for the arena PvPers out there, we're also introducing a new arena map set right amidst the city. Now, some of you may be wondering how Xalatath fits into all of this, and how goblin politics relate to the fate of our world soul. But rest assured, Undermine plays a vital role as a continuation, a next chapter in the many stories that are unfolding in the War Within. We will have a lot more to share on that front in the months ahead. And that is just the beginning of what we have planned for the next year. Now, as you can see, 2025 is going to be an incredible year for both modern
horrific
and
visions?
classic WoW players.
Dude. Alright, where's that road
As
map?
the World Soul Saga continues to unfold, we are reflecting on these past 20 years with immense gratitude as we lay the foundations upon which to build the next 20. On behalf of the entire World of Warcraft team, thank you so much for being the heart of the history of Azeroth. Whether you've just joined our community, been with us for the last 2 decades, or somewhere in between, thank you for making Azeroth your home. And speaking of home, the team does have one more thing to share with you.
Oh my god.
Thank you for joining us today and for being with us for the past 3 decades. The Warcraft universe is a living, breathing world that's been experienced by over 250 million players around the globe. That's millions of stories of adventure, laughter, and true connection. And as the years have passed and our communities have grown and evolved, the statue behind us reminds us all how important Warcraft is and continues to be. It serves as a reminder of our shared passion for building Azeroth together. And it's you who truly bring Warcraft to life, our players, and the communities you are a part of. Thank you for being the lifeblood of this world that means so much to all of us. 30 years of history is the perfect foundation upon which we will build for the bright future ahead, and we can't wait to walk that road alongside you. And before we go, we want to share something very special. This September, 190 performers took to the stage to celebrate 20 years of World of Warcraft with a series of concerts in Switzerland. Prepare to dive back into the history of World of Warcraft through its incredible soundtrack performed live. And whether this music invokes cherished memories or you're hearing some of these pieces for the first time, we hope you enjoy the performance. Here's to the next 30 years.
Yeah.
One patch is Undermine along Galley. Your home. And speaking of home, the team does have one more thing to share with you.
What I say? That they would just casually drop player housing. So let's take a slower look at this, okay? Let's take a slower look at this. Frame by fucking frame. Okay, so what do we got? Bookshelves, fireplace, stuff to put on the fireplace, chair, stuff, table, etc. We have placeable things on what looks like panels. Now this is a pre-render, so let's not assume too much. And it's a concept, so we have hangable stuff there. It looks like some of these things are sectioned off. Some of these might be able to be placed wherever we like. The house itself is small. This isn't a whole lot of space that's being offered. 20 feet, something like that. Able to show off things like toys, like there's minis there. We have Transmog appearances that show up. Target dummies there for some reason. Lights, kind of, in the form of candles. We got giant Onyxia head. Onyxia and Nefarin? Whatever. Don't matter. So 2 minis. You can... Here, let me make this a little bit smaller. So we have a mini here. And a mini there. With pedestals and stuff. Furniture. Okay, same scene. Stuff on top of that. A smile. Ha ha ha. 1 second. Hey, it's Soul with another video, and damn. So I don't even have a good way to start this. It's just I'm gonna play this again because I've been playing this a lot ever since it started, and we'll go from there. Okay, so let's just start with this part and the reveal.
The team does have one more thing to share with you.
Damn. Now that's a way to announce the Midnight expansion. So, player housing. It's weird to say this. Player housing is coming to World of Warcraft by the time the Midnight expansion releases. There's official announcements. We got the little sizzle teaser kind of thing. It's coming. It's here, or it's going to be here. And there's a lot of folks, not everyone obviously, but there's a lot of folks that have been looking forward to something like this for a long time. And I feel this, form of like vindication almost. And so I want to talk about like what it means for me as a player, like what player housing means. Because not everyone agrees with it. And by the time you're done listening, watching this, you're still not going to agree. And I totally respect that. Some folks are just like, no, dude, I just want more raids and dungeons and PvP stuff. Give me battlegrounds, give me better class balance and that sort of thing. And what player housing means to me as a WoW player is an extension or kind of an expression of the past 20 years that I've been playing World of Warcraft. 20 years of killing dragons and getting transmog and finding toys or buying stuff from the shop or, crafting things, farming for stuff. And there hasn't been a great way to express those kinds of accomplishments, much like how people want to express their being top deeps, on parses and stuff, or being able to celebrate the fact that they and their team defeated like that mythic dragon boss, whatever. And I've been wanting to have a way to take these accomplishments of mine and take my history and put it into this digitally this digitally visible form that I can show not just to others but to myself and be like, look at my stuff, right? Because that's what people love doing. People love doing that through their transmog. People love showing off their cool titles and the pets that they've got. They want to show off like screenshots of the rare thing that they were able to get. And now we're able to do something like, you know, take people on like a cribs tour of where they've been and what they've done. And unlike things like the Garrison, which is like very static and very enclosed into what you've done in the Warlords of Draenor, you know, it's a great expression of that, but it's not an expression of everything that I've done. And what player housing is going to be able to do is let us, it's kind of like having this blank canvas, and we're going to have these new tools. We're going to have this new way of expressing ourselves. And that to me is incredibly important, especially in a game where we haven't had the opportunity to do that. And soon we will. In a few long ass years, we will. And again, this isn't for everyone. You know, some folks are not into this. In some ways, this might fall short of people's expectations. Maybe they want to be able to build their house brick by brick. And at least with the impressions that we have here, the limited impressions that we have here, it might not be the case. Can we make this bookcase look exactly the way we want to? Probably not. Can we change the fireplace and make it look like something else? Maybe. Different chairs, different kind of house? Not sure. And there's a lot that we still don't know, such as where is this house going to be located? Can we change the outdoors? Is it instance? Are there going to be neighborhoods? There's so much that we don't know yet. And I'm pretty sure we're not going to get answers for that for a long, long time, beyond like some small details. But as someone who's been calling for this for like years and years and years, that we need something like this, we need new kinds of rewards. That's been the other big angle for me, is that we could do these dungeons and raids and PvPs and do all this stuff. In the end, we're still working for the same shit. We're still getting, transmog titles, pets, whatever. And no doubt that there are players who feel like, well, I'm just getting the same stuff. This doesn't feel the same fulfilling. I don't feel the same fulfillment because this is the 700th mount that I've gotten. This is the 50th helmet that I've gotten, and so on and so forth. What can we do with that, though? And player housing is this canvas where we can take all these resources and all these things and now express them in a different way. Now, of course, this is the question of like, how can we express this? What if I don't want a bed or furniture or whatnot? What if all I want? What if all I want are like target dummies and pedestals and heads hanging off walls? What if that's all I want to do? And so the question over the next, however the hell long it's going to be, as we slowly learn information on this, is what kind of expression are we going to get from this? What can we do with this? And then of course there's typical stuff like, okay, what about like the role play aspect? What about getting other people into it, inviting people over? What if I want this to not be a house? What if I want this to be like a bar or a tavern or something like that? Can we express ourselves that way? Can this be like a barracks or a training ground for outside, where a bunch of people can get together and like do do duels and stuff? Like this is our personal duel space. Not sure. But something's going to happen at midnight. Something that looks like this. Yeah, it's weird to say player housing is coming. The jokes are over. The jokes and memes, they're done. And now it's going to be on Blizzard to deliver. Because after this long, they put themselves out there. They're sticking their necks out. And, they decided at some point, okay, this investment, we're going to go, we're ready to show off. We're ready to announce it. And they've got to deliver. And that's all I got. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy. Yeah. Quick upload. Sorry. We're working. Like, damn, it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing. So let's look at the predictions. Let's see. So, wow, so weird. Player housing. It was a thing. Whole ass new game. I guess technically with the WoW. Oh, come on, dude. I just wanted to do copy. There we go. So that technically is a thing. What else is there? There's a roadmap somewhere. We haven't looked at it yet. No Classic Plus, UI updates. What have we seen? Two warband upgrades. Oh, I think that's on the roadmap, right? But then, well, let's look at the roadmap. Wowhead probably has it. The Scarlet Raid. So you call that Classic Plus? Okay, so new zone, Undermine, new dungeon. They call it Drive. New Delves, Cartel, Renown. Yeah, I figured there's new Delves. Horrific Visions Revisited. That's going to be hilarious. Nightfall, that's different. And then new stuff, season rewards refresh, expansion reveal. Ugh. Well, I mean, that's expected, right? That's totally expected. What's that symbol? I don't know. Oh God, it's going to be another. God, it's going to be another year-long tease. 21st anniversary, new stuff, yada yada yada. Soul housing video. Oh, that's the teaser. Got it. No, we're working though. I'm doing an upload right now. Don't worry, I'll get to we'll get to like chatting in a bit. Player housing. Oh, so whew. Symbol is clearly Path of the Titans. Yeah, great. Great. So chat, give me just a yes or no. Just a yes or no. Are you excited for player housing? One word answer. I just want to see the, I'll see what people think. Trying to calm down. The yeses have it. Cool. It's winter content and the losers can stay down there. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know that not everyone's a fan of it. Right? It might suck. Let's not like I said, let's temper expectations. But the fact that it's coming, and this is like one of the evergreen features to come into like any MMO. It's a huge fucking move. It's a huge fucking move. Yeah, those who are making comparisons to the Garrison, like, you'll learn. Maybe you'll learn. Yeah, the Garrison is not exactly, I think back in the day, Blizzard said, yeah, this is going to be our version of player housing and all that stuff. And people hang on to that statement, but, the reality is that is not the original. That's not really what player housing is. So, Let's see, how should I do this? Okay, so I'll actually need to like realign some stuff. So that goes, this gets edited. Let's temper expectations after your nerdgasm is kind of hard to do. I'm pretty good at it though. Maybe not in this case though. I'm like, I don't want to apply at Blizzard right now. I'll apply there. I'll work there just so I can get my hands on it, and then when the expansion launches, I'll quit. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, it feels like a dream. Thumbnail, we're crying? No, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, I'm gonna go back and find and I don't know if anyone clipped that footage, but I'm gonna clip that and I'll post it on socials and stuff. Fingers crossed it's not like Final Fantasy 14 player housing. I don't know. Yeah, it might be like, cool, it's coming at midnight for an extra $5 a month. You know, they could, there's like a bajillion ways they can make it awful. But my initial reaction is going to be, of course, wildly positive for the most part. All right. I'm gonna try to be quick on this. Okay, don't need that. I don't know. Wait, I hope you guys aren't hearing that, because that's loud. Okay, I don't think so. Oh shit. I'm not even sure why I ended the video. Fuck. Okay, I ended up right here. I just need some assets and we're good. Housing is definitely going to be an insane gold sink, that's for sure. Yep, what every player wants to spend all their waking wild time farming gold. Really have to wait to see it in. Yeah, I mean we know next to nothing. We saw the sizzle teaser thing. That's it. But the high level points, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, for sure. I'm excited. All right, is it next year yet? Yeah, part of me was thinking, oh, maybe it'll come after the saga's over. You got that drop? You got that drop. Nice. Cool. Let's see. I wonder if I'm able to... Here, let me see if I can extract the actual reaction. Hold on. Because I'm still streaming, and I don't know if I'm able to pull out the that react, because that would be way better. Yeah, the initial reaction would be way better than that. So let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see. Nah, it doesn't let me do it. Fuck. You know, I can wait. It can wait. Yeah. Okay, here's Mort's clip. Let me see.
Team does have one more thing to share with
So it is a minute. Okay, so I think this will work. Thank you, Mort. God, I'm such a nerd.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'll use this for sure. Let's see, something, share. No, I want to download my clip. Can I easily just download my own clip? Watch, delete, report, ban? I don't need a, I'm not going to ban someone for this. Do I need to like extract it all ghetto-like? Yeah, I guess I gotta ghetto extract it. Hold on. Yeah, this is gonna be super ghetto. Hold on.
Team does have one more
Oh, well.
thing to share with you.
Oh shit. No. Damn, that's not gonna work. I need like full volume. Okay, hold on. I can figure this out. No, that sounds goofy. I'm not gonna do something like that here. Let me mute the browser. And oh, that's not gonna work either. Fuck. Yeah, how do I... Can't I just save this? Watch full video, edit, share. Oh, download. Cool. That works. Yay. Brilliant. Brilliant. Way to go, Soul. Way to go. Okay. Slightly more editing than what you guys are used to seeing, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay, I need my static thing. Homies, it's the dawn of a new age. Okay, now we're ready to go. Now it's ready to ship. Did you notice he put the cup down on a coaster? I mean, that's polite. You don't want to damage your furniture, right? Apparently some haven't gotten the drop-in game yet, so we'll see. By the way, anyone else think the sigh in the housing trailer just sounded like Soul? I've always loved since starting to watch your content to see you champion for your housing, so happy. Yeah, dude. The icon on Winter 2025 is a Hearthstone in the shape of a house. Ah, yeah, but you know, it's saying it's gonna come at midnight. You know, for the midnight expansion. So that's what I'm fully expecting. Yeah, I'm expecting it at midnight. And well, I mean, it would be nice if it came sooner than that, but I'm not counting on that. I mean, the thing is, like, now, what do we want to see? What do we hope? What do we expect? And I think that the heaviest or some of the heavy outcry is going to be, don't make it like Final Fantasy 14. You know, don't offer scarcity in housing. That's asking for immediate and violent backlash. So, it's tinfoil as player housing in the pre-patch. I'm thinking maybe sooner than that. So, where's that roadmap thing? We were just looking at it. I lost it already. No. Yes. So, here's a prediction. All right, here's a prediction. Midnight is revealed here. And maybe not pre-orders. Around this time, they might do player housing. That seems plausible. You know, because I don't think, like, the best... Yeah, because to be honest, it wouldn't be a good play to have player housing launch at the start of an expansion, because people are going to be like, no, dude, I want to get in the hustle and I want to, like, get my character ready for endgame and blah, blah, blah. And I know not everyone does that. People want to do their own thing. People are going to do their own thing. But the start of an expansion just doesn't feel right for the start, for launching player housing. It should just come in a mid-expansion sort of thing. It feels better if we can have it launched during a time where there's kind of a lull. Yeah? That's my prediction, though. And now I can say that I might be right. Oh, man. What a time. What a time. Okay, so let's get this upload going, and then I'll get to, like, chat. I know I'm not being super engaged with you guys because I'm just like, damn. All right, where is the link to that video? I just want to get, like, a screenshot of I don't see a direct link. Oh, there it is. All right, so I just wanted to get the cup. Cup is all I need. Actually, no. I think I will try to grab my my reaction to it too. So. And oh, that's good. That's an acceptable screenshot. Cool. Here, I'll show you in a second. Also love the cameo. That was cool. That was cool. That felt touching. Yeah, it was like a month ago or so when they said, "Hey, we're doing a thing. Submit like a story or submit like an anecdote or something like that." I'm like, okay. And so I did like a quick thing. Maybe I'll show you guys the whole thing. I'll show you what I submitted. But yeah, first let's do this thing. Actually, let me put this back on. Can I put it back in the window, please? Shit, I don't know how to do that. How do I put it back in? Fuck. I don't move. No, I don't move the whole thing. No, that's not right. Maybe I just close it and then just try to reopen it. Or do I need to drag that back in here somehow? No. How do I do this? I've never extracted the window. Oh, I guess I'll just deal with it. I'm taking too long doing this. Looks like February 2026 for midnight. February? So like just that much. Wait, what's... Oh yeah, February 20. Yeah. That sounds about right. Okay, so here's this thing. I guess I'll just figure it out some other time. Okay, so take that out, and we'll put in if it shows up. No? Oh. There we go. So that, and where is my little screenshot guy? Actually, take that out. It's not the best shot, but it's real. It's a real shot. And oh, you dork ass. Here. Can I move these down a little bit? It's happening. Actually, I should say warehousing. It's happening. And I'm ugly crying. And I could still include the logo. Yeah, I look pretty ugly there. All right. I don't even know what else is coming out anymore. 11.1 Undermine driving. That's kind of cool. It's like, yeah, whoop-de-doo, that's nice. Okay, sure, whatever. Now what? Player housing. Oh, man. Oh, D is gonna get an earful from this, dude. For sure. Yeah, for the most part, I didn't really cuss. Yeah, I'm sure, mostly sure. All right, I think that's all for that. Let's just get this thing out of here. Oh, I did a weird, I didn't really start the video right, but oh well, it's good. It's fine. It's just fine. Okay. And it's out. Cool. Yay. All right, let's close the stuff. We're good. Enough of that. Oh man. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to catch up with chat. I'm just going to like stop somewhere and then read things. Oh, I didn't do this either. What did we get? No Brawlers Guild. Warband screen is later, but no Darkmoon Fair, no Leveling Revamp, no Game Pass, no Warcraft show. Transmog improvement? No, didn't see anything about that. No new game mode, no new legendary, no mount update. Well, you know what? Cars. Hey, it's a zone-specific car. Character customization, nothing that was obvious. Classic Plus, good enough, you know. No new campaign, no emotes, no WoW on console, no UI updates that I noticed, no faction changes, no allied race. Yeah, no allied race yet. Anything for PvP? Actually, I think they did say something for PvP, right? Something in the new zone. No Pantheon Heritage, no new spec. We didn't get anything. But I mean, does anything else matter? Does anything else matter? All right, let's read chat, shall we? I'll leave this on screen. Let's see. My tinfoil hat theory is player housing in the pre-patch. I'm thinking sooner than that. Early access player housing for $90. 11.27 new content and then system updates seem perfect actually. Oh, let me pull that. Let me pull this back up. Remember how empty the Dragonflight felt with season 4? It would fit really well there. So I mean, the timeline has us at late autumn for whatever this is. It could be player housing. Yeah, I think that's going to be my prediction for now. My prediction is midnight reveal, and 11.3. Yeah, 11. Well, I'm trying to remember. Like, so season 1, season 2, season 3. Yeah, I'm going to say 11.3 is the player housing patch. And season 4. Because we're going to get a season 4. And that's going to take us towards the end of winter, and then we'll be like well into like, you know, beta and all that stuff. But in the meantime, people will be able to enjoy the season stuff as well as player housing. Will player housing become the endgame content after all? More people in Mythic waiting for that cool doormat? No, I don't think so. I mean, player housing, it's like Transmog. For some people, that is endgame. For other people, it's just incidental rewards, you know? It also says your next adventure begins at home. That sounds like hinting on launch before the expansion. At least you can interpret it like that. So now Ghostcrawler promised me a moose is going to be like Ian promised me a house. The press kit has a good shot of the cup. Oh, does it? Oh, darn. Oh, well. I think what I extracted was pretty good, though. Also, did you notice in the roadmap for 11.1, Warband Camp Collections? Cool. I mean, this is novel. This is cute compared to player housing, but this is cute. Yay. And it's cool. People wanted it from the very start. So, you know, wanting it, you know, getting it in 11.1, sweet. How is the house thing going to be any different from Draenor? Wasn't it largely seen as a fail? So I'm going to fail at describing this because I don't think I can successfully talk someone out of being like, oh, so that's the difference between player housing and garrisons, because I think people are just kind of stuck in that mindset. But garrisons, that was largely an expansion device. It was designed to facilitate things like professions, you know, so it can help progress with professions. We can get resources out of it. It helps to facilitate things like world quests, making feasts, getting gear, so at times progressing through the campaign, and all that stuff. So it was very central to Warlords of Draenor. Very central to it. Player housing is a side thing. At least my vision of player housing. It's a side thing. It's like Transmog. It's there, and if you want to invest the time into building it up, cool. You do the things that are involved with it, but largely, if you don't want to be involved with player housing, then you just don't. You couldn't escape the garrison, though. It was just a part of the gameplay, unless you just did nothing but like PvP. And even then, there was like some things that you did with the garrison. But that's what it largely is. It's the evergreen gameplay thing, much like Transmog, much like any other collection. It's just that this time, instead of simply having things, we can do things with them that are largely cosmetic as well. Anyone have your mounts yet? I don't, because I haven't even bothered looking at my own stream. So let me see if I happen to have it. Oh, by the way, if y'all want to help out, if you just want to watch that, click on it so we can get some views and all that, and then like it, and then watch the whole thing. Just let it play in the background, and then watch another video after it, and then you can stop. So you're good. Anyway, I was going to look at... Shoot, what was I going to look at? Let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at the inventory stuff. I doubt I accrued any time. Yeah, I got 5% out of it so far. Ooh, watch out. All right. I think it'd be better to do an updated version of the Garrison. Oh, I think that would be awful. I think that'd be an awful idea. Because again, like, I think the idea is we shouldn't. I disagree with gameplay, or I disagree with having essential gameplay that kind of funnels us off and be away from each other for a single player experience, such as the Garrison. That felt like a required single player thing. Delves are not a required single player thing. It's an optional thing because we can still do raids, dungeons, other group content. As for a Garrison, I don't agree with that. I'm sure some people want it. Like you're saying, like you prefer an updated Garrison, but I don't think that is the way to go. Because that Garrison would need to be updated for like every expansion, and that threatens to isolate players. Housing is by choice. People are going to go because they want to go, not because they have to, not because they have chores to do. If people are going to go back to their house to like redo some stuff, redecorate, or hey, they got some new stuff that they want to hang up, that's a choice. That's the big difference between the Garrison and player housing. Traditional player housing is that feeling of a requirement. Are players being funneled into player housing like they are going to be funneled into Korthia or Siren Isle even? No. I think that's the goal. So, thing is, what we want is customization. Garrison had gameplay in it, which failed to be just as collectible as Housing is 14 and in other games. I mean, yeah, the Garrison was, like I said, it was very limited, and it was limited to its own expansion, and even then, the scope was very small. It's like, and now that said, because the Garrison is all that we had, I took it for what it is, and I enjoyed it. And I tried to make it my own. So I do enjoy. I want to have the mounts that I want to be in my stable. I want to have the pets, my favorite pets, walking around doing stupid shit. Okay, they're not doing anything. They're just kind of walking around, but 100% it'll be funneled into you're being Delulu. I mean, I don't know what it's going to be like. And my hope is, again, that it's not going to be something that's like, oh, I got to drop on my house so I can get something that's essential for endgame. The idea is that it's not. So me just wanting something is not delusional. You assuming that it's going to be like required content, that people are going to be funneled into it, that is in fact being delusional. Sorry. Why does instance housing suck? I don't think it sucks. I think that's the better way to go. Because if you have non-instanced housing, where's everyone's house going to be? Yeah, how would that work? There has to be something in there that makes us keep coming back. No, there doesn't. I don't think there needs to at all. Zero. I strongly believe that if you don't want to participate in player housing. Don't. That's it. Just don't. Yeah, requiring people to do it would be a big mistake. Okay, look at all the dead space in the wild and say if there's no reason there'll be people will use it. No, I don't think there's enough space. So think of it like right now. Like Dornigal's is a really good example of lots of empty space. So how many houses can you fit here? Right? And how would that work? I am confident in saying that there's not enough space here to have a house for every player on everywhere. Cause how would it work in a world where, well, there's a lot of people here. Either way, I hope that there's some functionality to it. Like if I'm a smith, I want to have some add-on smithing facility. I think it would be cool to have like anvils and stuff, but if I want to do someone's crafting order, that I'm not sure about. That I think we'd still need to go back to the city for, because that's where all the commerce and stuff happens. You know, maybe a personal crafting orders, but public crafting orders, maybe that's a no. And something that would be controversial, I wouldn't want trade chat to be accessible from your house. There's going to be a mainline story quest that tunnels you into early stages of the player housing. Oh, I don't mind that. Yeah. Yeah, there's the question of how to introduce people into it, because I expect this. So there are expectations that I have, and I'll save this for the weekly. But I'll talk about it now. There's expectations that I have for housing. Like, one, it's not required. Two, people aren't going to be funneled into it. Two, it's going to be given to us early. Like, after Exiles reach level 10, player housing. Right then and there. Immediately. Because it's got to be something to pull in new players as well. I mean, maybe it doesn't have to be level 10, but it's got to be, like, really early in a new player experience. Instant housing is the best way to go, and decorations will be a way to keep people participating. There are people who don't use it in Old Republic. It's not a requirement in MMOs I play. Yeah, it's like, folks who underestimate player housing and how, Blizzard has to make people participate into it and all that stuff. Dude, look at what we've seen when cosmetics come in. Fucking people want that shit. They want it just to have it, even if they don't do anything with it. Now imagine if people can get these collections and now express it in their house. Yeah, people who are in it, they're going to be fucking in it. And people who are not, don't. Or at least it's there, right? But it's not going to be like, gotta go back to my fucking house so I can do a quest and blah, 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 so I can get me some Valor Stones or whatever. I don't think that's going to be it. I do wonder if there's going to be low cost attachment. Will we have to enter the house once every 30 days to keep it? That's another expectation that it's not. Yeah, I'll probably shoot something today where I talk about like what I want and what I don't want from player housing. So. But yeah, I think that the house is, not an expectation, but something that I just prefer. So I'll kind of like scale that back, because I know people won't agree with me here. I believe the house should be like, when you're in that space, you're not really like part of trade chat and other external commerce and stuff like that. You're largely like, you're home. You're not in the whole hustle and bustle of stuff. If you want to queue for content, queue for whatever, that's fine. If you can mount up in there on your Brutosaur, sure, go ahead. But otherwise, I don't think it should be necessarily a replacement for idling in the city. You basically had a plot in the world, and you can build the outside and inside total custom. Now it'll be like the Final Fantasy XIV apartment. I mean, the way that the video depicted itself, it looked like that was like a, an outdoor home. And what I expect is, hey, you want to go back to your house? Cool. You walk into an area, and then you just instance over to what your house is. I wouldn't mind an apartment either, but I prefer a house. Intro and tutorial, most likely after that, you're on your own. That's something that I have big questions on. Is going to be like, oh man, this is going to be like a completely different user experience that we haven't seen in WoW. Because we're going to see this very heavy menu-based system. And WoW hasn't done that. And frankly, they're not good at it in a lot of cases. You have very basic UI stuff. So, like, imagine, like, you go up to, here, let me go into Dornogle house. The housing here is kind of nice, so. Housing here in Dornogle is nice. Housing in Hallowfall is better, but we're here, so. Let's see, a house. Here we go. So I guess the expectation would be like somehow you would unlock some sort of edit mode, and then maybe you walk up to something and then you just click on it. Or you activate an edit mode and then things become clickable. You click it and then maybe you get selections or something like that. But yeah, this is going to be something new that they're doing. And I'm frightened to think of how they're going to handle it. I can see them using zoning from the world and Dells for Playhouse. Yeah, so like I could definitely see something like that. So imagine Dornogle. So let's take a look at, using this place for example. What if this was a house, and this could be someone's house, and if it's yours, you just, once you get close enough, you just see your decorations outside, your stuff. You walk in, you see your things. I think this is a pretty decent sized house for like hanging up things that you want. Maybe it's not enough, sure, but let's go with what we've got. But then if someone else is seeing it, they would also see the same house. It just happens to be theirs instead. So that's the definition of tunnel, and he's arguing me about that. I forgot what you were replying to, Linky. I'm pretty sure I'm right though, but if you don't mind, what part were you talking about? You're talking about the intro being a funnel? That doesn't seem... Yeah, I don't know. Oh god, don't need an in-game affordable housing shortage too. Player housing might see some of the ruins rebuilt. Half of Silvermoon is still cheap real estate, as well as most of Undercity. Yeah, I mean, like locations and whatnot. That's going to be a huge ask from people. Imagine getting flamed in trade chat in your house. Fun. Yeah, no trade chat. Because I do remember when doing stuff in the garrison, like I did feel like, I need to get into trade, or I want to be able to do trade chat stuff because I'm doing commerce things inside the house, or inside my garrison. So I think I was kind of mixed with regards to that. Like, oh, should we have it or should we not? How's that different from the garrison? The garrison was funneled through the mainline quest. Yeah, see what I mean? It's really hard to convince someone that garrisons are not player housing. Think of it like this: you start the game, and then you're introduced to you do like a quick tutorial quest on how Transmog works. That's it. That's the kind of scope that I'm envisioning for player housing. Hey, here's your house. And if you want to, and maybe there will be additional quest lines or whatnot if you progress further into it, but that's it. So not like the mainline quest. And when I talk about mainline quest, I'm talking about if you just started the game, you just finished Exile's Reach, and then someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, dude, I heard you did good in Exile's Reach. I have a house if you want it." But then you go to Chromie time and you're like, "Oh, I just want to do this instead," and then you just do it. So you just don't even do the quest, and then you move on with your life. That's it. That's kind of what I have in my head. So yeah, not a garrison. Bum bum bum. Let's see. Hello, and yeah, it needs to be like in Final Fantasy, really not mandatory, and just the people interested will do it. Yeah. Is the event over, or will they do more WoW stuff? The drops are not over. The drops are going to go on for a month, so people can watch them freely. I wonder if there will be different settings, or we'll be able to buy plots of land, if there will be housing scarcity in places like Stormwind or Ironforge. Yeah, I'm sure that they're being buried under questions and whatnot right now. Yeah, maybe I'll publish something today about like what I'd like or what I don't like. I'll just bullet point it. And I do want to make clear, I don't want it to be like Garrisons. I don't want it to be central to the Midnight expansion. That's something that we're going to walk away from, or is going to feel useful and then useless. That's definitely not what I want to get out of player housing. I want it to be, just something that's there. Using player housing as a gold sink wouldn't be a terrible thing. Not a requirement to have a house. I mean, there's so many unknowns. Like, we don't know how professions are going to be involved with it. We don't know what kind of gold sinks are going to be in, or if these gold sinks, is it going to be a gold sink, as in we talk to vendors for this thing, or is it going to be like this player-run economy, as in gold exchanges hands? Because I have very strict divides, or have very strict guidelines as to what counts as a gold sink, as opposed to gold exchanging hands between players. My favorite player housing will cost millions of gold and time, and all I want is a cheap trophy haul for my warband. I mean, have that in mind for now, Zellian. Keep that in mind. Why make up stuff and get mad over it? Let's see what they end up having. Like I said, I have expectations and stuff, but no need to psych ourselves out. Having trade general and other chat garrisons was also partly responsible for the bad rep. A lot of players just camped in the garrison since they had access to chat there. I mean, it's kind of a mixed thing, Kidder, because yeah, you were not in the city, but you were doing city things. You accessed your bank, you accessed all your professions, you even farmed for materials while doing that stuff. So not being in trade was weird. That is going to be a physical visible place. I'm betting on an instance-only zone accessible by a quick cooldown Hearthstone. It'd be cool if we can pick which zone we want our house to be in, if there's story quests around the area relating to our homes. Like neighbors. Like, oh my god, it's that one neighbor. She's back. Oh god, the one that gives us the really awful tasting muffins. Yeah, I know. They're like green vegan muffins. Oh my god, really? They're vegan? I thought they just tasted bad. No, they're like vegan muffins. Like, oh, how does that work? Oh my god. And then, oh my god, she's coming. Turn on the lights. Turn off all the lights. Just don't enter the door. And that is your WoW drama. That is how housing quests will work. Awesome. I hope it doesn't result in cut storyline like what they did for Hellscream in Warlords. Well, I think Warlords, that was a different kind of failure. They just stopped developing for it and started working on Legion. If it's going to be evergreen, then it would need to be housing in Stormwind or Orgrimmar, or a new area if they aren't going to make it faction specific. I'm all for both factions having to make houses in one area and learn to live together. I depending on how they want to deliver it, if they want to start it, at an early level, yeah, it's going to be close to the capital. But which capital? Because it's like, if you're starting in Orgrimmar, Like, what we saw was a human house, and that's nice and normal because just about all of us are human. We're used to that. But when it comes to the Horde, that's a very different vibe. Horde have very different ideas of living spaces, as opposed to like just humans. I know I'm just comparing normal humans to like all of the Horde. It's like very different. I have a feeling that it's going to be heavily Goblin inspired, maybe, but I would love to like be able to shift things around, shift locations and stuff. Maybe the housing can have a radio-like item that enables trade chat. That'd be kind of interesting. Actually, any Final Fantasy 14 fans, like, can you access like all the city chat and stuff while in your free company house? Yeah. Still, I'm sorry, but as a 20-year WoW player, housing cannot be anywhere else than in the capital. Oh, people would vehemently disagree with that. People want, I mean, show of hands, who wants to live in Grizzly Hills? There's like, I'm sure like there are tens of you in here. That'd be like, yeah, Grizzly Hills, heck yeah, or they would choose like some other zone. I think the capital is a good start though. Yeah, but I do believe that if people want to go elsewhere, they should be able to. Correct an intro quest. Here's some basic decorations. Do it or don't. But congrats on home. Yeah, and then that's it. It'd be cool if there was like a housing campaign of sorts. For it's like as you progress through the campaign, then you unlock new locations and stuff like that, or you buy it, whatever. Leveling with the garrison sucked because it didn't warband across the tunes, really leaned into your main only. And that's another very important thing. Is the house going to be like a warband sort of deal? How many houses can we have? Is that going to be a problem? I'm sorry about the folks that have been subbing and we haven't gotten the music. That's like the best part of this. Quick thanks to Avondune, to Gredford, to Wabajack, to Blazin and Dill. Long time no talk, dude. Hope you're well. Oh, what's up to L. Roberts, to Dab and Holb, to Harbinger, Twitty Kilo, to Blue. Thanks, buddy. Thanks to Drixie and Torlock. Oh, and Narissa followed me. Oh, how cute. Thanks to Beyond the DL? Beyond the Deal. Let's go with that. Thanks to Tenja, to Brian, to Syntac, to Wawa Gimo, to Yasella, to Turpus and Gonasage and Snippy. Also thanks to Pang and Drax and God, there are a lot of people. Oh, I feel so bad. Thanks to Iron Glass, to Chrono, and Boots and Jody and Phase Hunter and Hugo, and I think we got them all. Yay. Let me continue trying to catch up with chat. Hold on, let me tell D we're doing overtime because come on. Okay. OT because they announced player housing OMG still reacting with chat. Smiley face. Okay. Where was I? Oh, I heard a sound. Oh, I think that's the YouTube sound thing. Yay! Thank you for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. All right. Is there a new sound for accepting quests? No, that's like town sounds. Well, okay. I don't think I have game sounds that you guys can hear. WildStar was nice. It was instance, but I had neighborhoods. Never played WildStar though. Hopefully there will be integration with professions I'd love to be able to use and craft stuff that I can sell and use. I mean, a lot of folks have talked about having a new profession, like a wood like a carpentry profession. I don't think that's. I mean, that'd be cool, but I don't think it's super necessary. I think that other professions can fill in the gaps, and we can have an NPC facilitated as well. So we can have an NPC carpenter, but then we can have other professions develop components that we just plug into that guy or girl, and they will help that stuff. Oh, and if there are goblin realtors, you know, it'd be hella funny. If the people, because I know I'm not the only person who's been campaigning for player housing, if they took some of their some of their namesakes and just made them like some of the goblin realtors, that'd be hella funny. But yeah, anyway. Also, housing will not be attached to your power like garrisons were, so farm for it as much as you want. Adding housing things like professions can make for other players would be hella cool. If done correctly, yeah, I do believe all professions ought to participate. It shouldn't just be like one that just has dominion over all of it. If all the professions were able to participate in it for a little bit, that'd be sweet. I would hate for there to be a raid meta achievement that rewards you a duck bed or a fountain for your house. Why would you hate it? That'd be sick, dude. A duck bed. Just because you didn't want to stick around for yesterday's achievement run. I'm sure there'll be space for player housing as long as there's room for another island. Heck, we have a whole back of the globe. I mean, you don't... That'd be so imbalanced, though. It's like, okay, there's all these places on Azeroth, but then everyone has their house on the other side of the planet. That's kind of goofy. I guess I'm weird. I like garrisons. I like garrisons too, but I want player housing. Know what I mean? Oops. I enjoyed garrisons a lot. I just felt like they weren't quite what people wanted. Yeah, I wanted more from that. Like, I remember when they first announced garrisons and they talked about the followers, and at the time we were able to rename our followers, or they sold it as such that we could rename our followers. And so I remember I was joking with guildmates. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm going to rename all the followers after you guys. And then I'm going to send them out on missions. And if you guys get killed, I'm going to give you guys shit for it. I'm like, dude, look, freaking Blue died again. Jesus, man. How come you keep failing my missions? Yeah, I'd give them a hard time for it. But they ended up not doing that. And I got mad. I was disappointed. I remember there were lots of disappointments with the Warlords. Like, people were talking about, oh my god, well, what about, you know, having the capital, you know, fuck War Spirit. We wanted the capital to be at oh god, I forget what are the places called. We wanted Bladespire and Karabor. We wanted those as the capitals. And you know, there were obviously like things that were hinting that was the original intention, and then they just kind of pulled back on it. But I was like, I wasn't even bothered by that. I was more bothered by not being able to rename my followers to whatever the hell I wanted. Housing can't be tied to an expansion. It should be inside or near capitals. Well, I think I think just having a Hearthstone that'll just take you back to your house. I think that's enough. Yeah. Because I want to live where I want, if possible, right? Hi, Steely. Guess I'm not getting anniversary rewards. It says to connect, but I already am logged out, and et cetera, et cetera. I mean, it's only 20 minutes, so you might want to double check, Steely. I love it if they brought back farming and gardening to get cooking mats. Oh, you're talking about like the garrison stuff? I don't know how to resolve it. Not much help out. That sucks. So, what you might want to try doing, Steely, and that's kind of extreme, but maybe make a new Twitch thing and then align, you know, disconnect your BattleNet from your Twitch, attach it to a new Twitch account, and again, you can watch anybody as long as they're streaming WoW for 20 minutes. That's all you need. Maybe you can own multiple houses as you progress a housing skill. I don't think I'd want to. No, I wouldn't be happy with that, Jordy. Like, because what it suggests is you need to work on developing a house Or you need to work on your profession in order to have multiple houses? That's kind of weird to me. Hello, Dave. While the amazing idea on player turned out to be, Garrison's turned out to be garbage. Although the one thing I loved about the Garrison was the inn, building, and daily. I thought that was cool too. I don't think I have the inn built here. But I like the vibe of just having an inn to just kind of hang out in. Maybe it can be in Dalaran after the rebuild and we have the neural world trees on. I think that, well, if you've noticed, there are a lot of people that have different opinions on it, and I think the best approach would be to just let people choose where they want to stay. If it debuts in the city and they announce, hey, we're going to expand on this over time, we're just working on this right now, cool, I'll take that. But otherwise, at the best choice is to give people choice. Like, I wasn't very happy about being stuck in the frozen, in this frozen part of Draenor. Like, this isn't very inviting. Yeah. Compared to chill-ass Shadowmoon Valley. Chat options are limited to Link Shells, Guild, and... Okay, so no City Talk. Okay. Campaign to fight HOA. I want a hut on the mountain in Jade Forest. Oh, Jade Forest has some... Jade Forest. They have some cool looking living spaces too. So you robbed me of my glory. Too bad. Housing shouldn't be tied to an expansion. If it's in Dornogal, it'll die as soon as we move on from there. Yeah. I think the capital is like a good start. But give us choices. Straight up. I want to walk in and see my hunter looking in the fridge. Hey, so I just went back on the bottom and watched your reactions to the housing. Yeah, I published the video too, where with my reactions. I think it should be up, right? Let me see. Did I publish it right? Yes, I did. Okay. There are comments. Listen, they can't get hackers and spammers out of trade. What makes you think any of this will go smoothly or to plan? Well, I don't know what trade chat has to do with player housing. Aside from disconnecting it from that. Tile garrisons were set up in each zone, but they couldn't get it to work. Yeah, I mean, I remember they talked about it, but then it ended up not working out like that, which sucks. Because it's like we had like certain locations or like certain things that you were supposed to build, like outposts. Yeah, there's like outposts somewhere here. Gorgron, here we go. In Gorgron, there is like a mini outpost somewhere there, I think, or well, somewhere. But yeah, you had like those little outposts, but that didn't work out. I would love to have the penthouse at the top of the tower in Dorne. At the time, I would have loved to have my house be the purple parlor in Dalaran. Like the top of that one spot. That would have been sweet. You became a member. Yay! Thank you. Did I miss donations? Shut up. There were donations? Really? No way. I don't even track that. Because I don't even look. No one donates to me. Here, I gotta look for myself. I gotta see this. Hold up. Yeah, was there like super chats that I missed too? Because I thought I had that going. Yeah, big gifted stuff from Elberthier. Awesome. Oh, there was Goose. Oh, I'm sorry, Goose. Yeah, there was Goose, and then Visner became a member. And yeah, it never showed up. Hey, YouTube. That's messed up. How dare you not show a super chat? I refuse to take blame. I refuse. All right, back to it though. Let's see. I had to grab my son from the bus and missed player housing being announced. It's so sick. I'm done with War Within. Now see you at midnight. Who'll be the Tom Nook of player housing? Oh God, who's gonna collect the bills, right? I wonder if they'll have stuff for housing the trading post. Oh, no doubt. Oh, that's gonna be so burdensome. That's gonna be such a burden. People are gonna be like, I want pets, I want mounts, I want transmog, I want housing shit. Fuck. Gotta celebrate housing announcement. Yes. On the 13th of November, WoW was saved. Just kidding. Why not make it a sub-profession like archaeology or fishing? Lol. That's not a bad idea either. Make it a secondary profession. Sure. 14 professions all make different things for housing. I was an Omnicraft. It was very cool to make your own stuff. Yeah, that part is cool. I mean, I doubt it's going to be like that deep. I mean, we've seen... What have we seen? Like dragon riding customizations. Those did like some cross profession stuff, but it wasn't a huge overlap. Preach was worried that they announced it too soon. People's expectations would be too high, like what happened with the Plunderstorm announcement. I disagree, Jordy, because when they announced Plunderstorm, they announced it like the day before it launched. Last time, all we got was a flag, you know, and we didn't get shit for it. But when they did Plunderstorm, it was like pretty much right away. What is player housing? Let me see if chat answers this before I get to the bottom. Warlords are my least favorite expansion, though I love Draena. You know what's really cool? Listening to the orchestra in the background. They've played songs I used in my wedding. If it's not Final Fantasy style housing, people won't be happy. I think it depends. Like, because the housing style in 14, it's very, very customizable, right? You can use different furniture to create facades and kind of create different rooms and things like that. Not sure how WoW's going to pull it off. You know, we'll have to see, really. The drop shows is done, but you don't get it until December 18th. That's weird. I want to put my house in Bashir. There we go. You better waterproof that house. Let's see. I saw you on the direct. I saw me too. It was pretty dope. You think it's going to be a copy of New World Housing? I think that worked, and it was multiplayer housing. Yeah, I think the way that New World does it is a pretty good way to do it. Pretty good, pretty easy, for city housing at least. But I think people do want to like be out in the frontier doing their own thing as well. Start with the basic house. They give you quests that give you stuff for your house or expanding it. Yeah. Show your interior garrison personalized decoration. I mean, I wish. I have like, I mean, it's Christmas every day in my garrison. And then I have like a spattering of stuff that was collected from the archaeology. It's not much at all. Like a couple small things that you can't really notice. And what sucks is you can't even mouse over and be like, okay, what was it? Because I don't even know what here was a thing. Like, I think that's a thing. That might be a thing. That might be a thing. But you can't really see much. So you kind of lose that history there. Sucks. I don't want a damn mud hut just because I'm Horde. Me neither. So I think that I don't think we'll get that as like the first house. I'm sure it's going to, I mean, even if it is like a tent, at least give me a damn bed. Don't give me like a mat to sleep on the ground. I think the outpost is where the garrisons were supposed to be. I think so too, yeah. Hawkboy, thank you for subbing. And also thank you to Sabian and Thumper and Tigrease and Spicoli. I think Spicoli is what it is, yeah. You think Microsoft greenlit this because they saw ESO make bank with their housing? No. I think that they've been working on this I think they've been slowly working on this for a really long time. And they just wanted to make sure that it was like ready. I think the problem with them launching player housing now, 20 years later, is that we will expect 20 years worth of player housing to be put in right away. I have no doubt that people are going to be like, that's it? That's all they're putting in? What about... So no, I don't think that it was necessarily like Microsoft just said yes and now we're going to do it. I have a feeling that this took years to brainstorm and start developing. But I'm sure that with Microsoft, with Microsoft backing them, if budget was an issue, it's less of an issue now. But they've been saying, without saying it, that they are working on it. They just wanted to make it, like, good. I mean, that's going to be the best expansion for a lot of people with the housing coming. I can't wait to see what they plan with it. It's definitely going to be... It's a game changer. That's for sure. Player housing is going to be the biggest game changer that WoW has seen since... I don't know. Maybe since Transmog became a thing. So to be honest, we kind of have Warlords to thank for bringing us the full-on collection system and all that. But this is going to be something else entirely. Yeah. This will be something else. How do I feel about Undermine? Okay, let's get back to what's normally coming. I think it's cool. Now, the way that some of the places have been depicted, like it's very much like this is like a steampunk sort of city vibe, and I think that's cool. Goblins, I like goblins. They're not my favorite, but I think it's going to be fun, and I think a lot of people, they're going to have negative reactions, feeling like, oh, this doesn't feel like Warcraft. This feels different because it's like this kind of city vibe, and not everyone's going to be really used to that. But this is us exploring goblins in a way that we haven't seen them before. We've seen them in like the capital. We've seen them as we've seen one of the cartels as an allied race or race, sorry. But it's going to be different. So if they make player housing anywhere, so Moonguard Goldshire would be the pack of housing. Would you like to see housing with external areas where you can place vehicles and pets? Yeah, that'd be cool. I would like to have like an outdoor yard that's my own. So if I want to be like outdoors and then there's like my smithy and all that stuff, maybe I don't want it to be like indoors. Cool. I'd want to have that. I'd want to have a stable where one or two of my favorite mounts are just hanging out. So a Brutosaur and a rocket ship. Yeah, perfect. So many people I know despise Final Fantasy housing. I go for SWTOR style player housing in WoW. I'll be extremely unhappy if it's Final Fantasy style. At least how you obtain and manage it. Yeah, I have the expectation. Like I said, it's an expectation that housing's for everyone. Housing's for everyone. Because one thing about 14 is, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm still not caught up with chat, so correct me if I'm wrong, please. Housing in 14, it's called a free company house. It's made for not just you, but for like a handful of people. And maybe people were just making it for themselves anyway. They just happened to be in a free company of one. But it was kind of designed to be like this clubhouse. The apartments are for you, the individual, and apartments are available for everyone. And anyone can have an apartment in 14. There's no cost to it. There's the initial cost and buy-in and requirement, but once you have it, you just have it, and then you do whatever you want. So that's what. So I believe that that WoW is looking at player housing not so differently than apartments, and I'm just talking about it's available for everyone. Now, if they were now notice that they didn't talk about guild halls. Guild halls is what I would equate to free companies, and I do believe that guild halls ought to be like just free. You know, there shouldn't be like any restrictions or anything like that. Yeah. My house will be on Deathwing's back. Okay, that's extreme. That's good. I like that idea. I don't understand them doing it. Did they complain that everyone sat in their garrison? By what I was reading on the forum, it takes a few for them to come. Okay, that's drops related stuff. Don't you landlock me? Hey, some people want an airship or a boat. They'll launch housing with a cash shop bundle of actually good houses. Then, well, don't buy it. In Fallout, all my husband builds is a tent. I have a ghetto house in Fallout 76. Mine's awful. You realize players will demand dumb shit like rainbow flags and banners and cry until they get it? Fine, whatever. I'm not going to sport it, but if people want that, sure. What's wrong with that? How much you want to bet that most of the cool furniture is going to be on the cash shop instead of being acquired in game? I will bet good money that most of it will be acquired in game. You know, I imagine that player housing stuff is going to be just as accessible as transmog, pets, mounts, whatever. Where like 90-something% of it is going to be available in game, and people are going to just bitch about like the 5% things that are on the shop because of the principle, right? Let's see. The introduction of a one-season customizable car mount usable in only one zone is risky. I feel like that's very safe, Brenny, because if people hate it, then cool. At least it only stayed in one spot. You know what I mean? Hi, Fel. At least it only stayed in one spot. And that was it. Because otherwise, if it was like everywhere, if they just made it into a thing before people really got their hands on it, then that would be a big problem. I think by the time it gets onto the PTR and we get a feel of it, that's when they'll be like, I think people might like this. People are having a pretty good reaction to it. There was a personal house. Okay. So there was, there's free company and an apartment. Okay. I'll probably want to head out after I catch up with chat. So, both individuals and guilds can buy normal houses, but since they're on a fixed base and server, they're limited by server. Okay, so I was kind of wrong there. Midnight was the expansion I was looking forward to for the Quoth Lost update, but now housing as well. Yeah, I'm surprised by that too. I got an old trailer. I found like a small building in White Spring, and then I just built a house around that. That's kind of what I did there. How's it at midnight? I know, man. I know. I was flipping out. Not because of the principle, but they want to bitch. I guess that too. Imagine waking up and having a stick jammed so far up your butt you complain about something that hasn't been fleshed out. After they sold so many mounts, so many $120 mounts, won't they sell? They won't sell items that won't help themselves. That'll make 10 times the auction house income. I don't get it. Yeah, like I said, the vast majority of appearances and whatnot, you can get them in game just fine. Like you look at the shop and it's like a very limited selection compared to the mountain of stuff that you get from WoW. But people will bitch about this small percentage of stuff because they want it and they can't get it without either having spent money or by using gold to buy WoW tokens to convert that into money and then buy that, and they'll just get mad about that. Am I posting a reaction of it? It's already up. I already posted something. I can see most of the housing will be on the trading post. Oh, I totally don't see that at all. Because imagine that. Imagine if all the stuff was on the trading post and we were only able to get stuff for your house on the trading post. So, like, do I have the video up kind of? Sort of? Yeah, so... why would things like the shield that I got, or the shields that I got, the weapons that I got, the toys that I've collected, the bosses I've killed, why would that be on the trading post? No. The if anything, if you're going to look at anything for where your housing stuff will come from, you need to look no further than this. Things from here, things from here, things from here, things from here. This is what you're going to see. There's going to be a tab here for like housing shit. This is your collections tab. So I think a lot of what we know is going to be, first got from here as well as here, our achievements. These things are being given a canvas to be displayed here. Simple as that. So, yeah. I love Narissa with a big brain observation, which was... ooh, fell green. Oh, neat. Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, so I have a feeling that there's a lot of stuff that we don't even have to craft. They'll just that some of these things will just be unlocked. Like, hey, you got an achievement, boom, you have a decoration, and it'll be like grandfathered in. Maybe, I don't know, but we don't know a lot, and that is going to be it for me. I'm going to probably make another video where I do talk about, where I'll summarize some of my other thoughts here, like what do I want, expect, what do I hope that it's not, and things like that, just to kind of have those thoughts organized, and then we can come up, and then we'll have our usual talking points and everything. But this is, this. Sadly, this eclipses anything that's coming in 10.07, 10.1, 10 whatever. Fuck the roadmap. Whatever. I wonder if Undermine will have flying disabled for a while, so you use cars. It might be, because, for all we know, Undermine might have a low ceiling. And it's like, yeah, you can fly, but maybe it wouldn't even be a good idea, because you won't be able to, like, maneuver very well, because it might be, like, a very low area. Anyway. I'm going to head out. And, oh, man. Whew. I'm excited. I'm excited, dude. Anyway, off I go. Stay tuned for more player housing conversations. Maybe today, possibly tomorrow, whatever. I'm going to be talking about this for a while. And if anything, it's to also kind of keep the conversations going so that we can kind of get a relative consensus or otherwise just more chatter on it for Blizzard to listen to, because I think that's important too. If we keep talking, the worst thing that we should do is stop talking about it. So if we keep talking about things that we want and don't want and blah, 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 and we can have a healthy discussion about it, great. That way Blizzard can take some of that feedback while they're implementing some of this stuff and, get an idea of what's going on. But then of course, we'd want to see this thing in our hands. And I fully predict that, just a prediction, but I think we're going to get this before the expansion launches. So I wish you well. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay tuned for more content and stuff. I'm not gonna forward you guys this. I'm not gonna forward you guys this time because you guys probably already have your drops anyway. But then I will be back tomorrow to talk about more of this and everything else. And you guys have a great rest of your thing. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, stay breezy.